Oh, hey, didn't see you there. What's up, Connor? Welcome to the bit. It's Friday. It is officially, and I know this might surprise some
It's
people.
Fry-yay, you know what I mean?
That's right. It is Friday, the 29th of May, 2026. Hopefully,
Mhm,
everyone's
mhm,
having a
mhm.
lovely summer. It's real scorcher out here. Goodness gracious, no rain for a couple of months. Been tough in Washington. How's summer treating you over there in Lancaster Beach, Virginia?
It's a little warm, it's a little hazy, it's actually snowing right now, if you can imagine. It's
Oh my God.
hailing snow out of the sky.
Hailing snow is insane.
It's hailing snow and hail at the same time.
Jesus Christ. Well, sounds like nature's being a real asshole. And you know what? We don't need to check with anybody on that one, huh?
It's literally the rapture is happening right now.
That's fucking crazy. Although I'll tell you what, unlike nature, which is definitively an asshole, we got some people hanging out here that are not sure if they're the asshole. They need a little help deciding.
True, true. Should we get into our sponsor?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good call. We can do a read real quick.
Yeah. And what better way to start off with than Fred's Butter Boot, where you put your butter in a boot and it keeps it safe on the countertop for an indiscriminate amount of time. The Butter Boot from Fred.
Big shout out. Love that. It's
Mm.
for people who want to get stepped on and have butter on their toast.
Yeah, and from the makers of the Butter Boot come the pickle clips and the slow burn matchsticks.
You know, actually, I'm gonna be real. That's a product that I would praise to high heavens. A slow burn matchstick, please God.
And we have one more. I just in the producers told me we have one more product from Fred.
Please.
The Flock Party 4-piece pigeon candle set
Oh my God.
for birthday parties. Yes, the Flock Party 4-piece pigeon candle. Say that 7 times fast.
They
You know
call
what I
that
mean?
a Waka Flocka Flame. Am I right, fellas?
God bless. So you can find all these beautiful products at genuinefred.com. That's genuinefred.com / the bit to get 0% off your next purchase.
Oh my God, the savings. How can we possibly have anyone complain with a code that powerful?
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out Fred.
We only bring the best to this podcast.
Dog, weekend flock party with the birds would be tight. That's huge. Now, I'll tell you what, I did open up the subreddit for Am I the Asshole a little bit
Yeah.
ago. And I had one sitting here. It's since refreshed away a little bit. It's
Oh,
been pushed
sure.
down the list. But I did see this and I thought to myself, well, that's goofy. And then I read the first like half a sentence and I was like, I'm invested.
Sure,
So
sure, sure. Which one is this?
this one is from user Funnel Fuss. All
Yeah,
right.
sure.
Am I the asshole peed standing up in a traffic jam? Now, here's the thing. You
I'm
might be
interested.
thinking the same thing that I'm thinking,
Huh?
but I want to read just the first 4 words to you. Throwaway, period. Throwaway account, sure. I am 26 female. I'm
Oh,
interested.
sure.
I'm immediately hooked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How did you pee standing up in a traffic jam? Now I have questions. You know what I mean? I have to know.
Yeah. I mean, true.
I have to know. Now, I'm going to go ahead and dive in here. Let's analyze some data. Am I the
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
asshole peed standing up in a traffic jam? Throwaway. I am 26 female, boyfriend is 25 male. We got stuck in an insane traffic jam, boyfriend was driving. We were at a standstill. Found out later on they had closed the highway. Fucking hate it when that happens. Can't stand a closed highway. Shit
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah.
I had to pee really bad, like bad, bad, bad. I saw that a couple guys had run to the side of the road to pee, and I decided to do the same. It was super open with a few bushes by the side of the road, really not much cover. I have a stand to pee device in my car. But when I grabbed it, my boyfriend got all weird. He said people would see me pee standing up and think I was trans. I said no one would think that. Plenty of women have pee funnels. And that I also didn't care. I have no beef with trans people anyway. He said I should squat just to put his mind at ease.
I think we're worried about two different things.
I concur.
Oh,
I said I didn't
goodness.
want to get my butt and cooch out on the highway in front of everyone or get pee on my shoes, and I just wanted to be quick and clean. He said he didn't want people to look at the girl he was dating and think she was trans and that I should squat like girls do. I'm dying by this point. I finally couldn't hold it anymore, and I really didn't want to show the world my butt. So I ran to the side of the road, slipped the device in my jeans, just piecing it up with my back to traffic. No one could see anything. It just slides through the zipper, but I guess maybe if someone was looking, they'd be confused. When I got back to the car, my boyfriend wouldn't talk to me. He says I disrespected his feelings, but it was 100% an emergency. Am I the asshole?
That's crazy.
That man said, you can't pee standing up. What if people think I take it in the pooper?
He's acting like...
That's
actually
so absurd. Fucking crazy.
This is something you would see out of like the dudes who did like any of Seth Rogen's movies. This would be a bit in one of those, right? Like, surely not real life.
Insane. Actually insane.
That's so fucking cringe.
His logic is so bad.
Meanwhile, he would rather her have her ass out.
Well, and more. Because, I mean, like...
Sure, yeah.
If you're squatting, it's, you know, you gotta be displaying some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like a full pants on the Yankees vibe. Like, plus, you gotta, like, take them off, swing on one leg. That was just pissing on your pants.
Well, the insecure thing, I would think he would be insecure if she was going to be like, I'm going to go squat real quick and be like, yo, babe, I don't want strangers seeing your ass everywhere. Like, what the fuck?
Well, that's a different kind of insecurity. That's insecure, like, I'm going to get cheated on.
Weird...
This is insecure, like, he's, like, gay phobic. He's like...
No, well, low key, though. Low key, he likes, he likes trans girls.
Interesting.
That's a trans...
This is a self-report, you think?
That's the most... Well, because it's like when gay guys are in the closet, they are... Because I was, you know, we've all been one of these where we're so hyper vigilant and trying not to be gay. We're like so insecure about it. It's like, bro, like, you don't have to lie anymore. Like, chill out, you know?
Interesting. So
it would seem like maybe he's got a little bit of that.
Ah, he doth protest too much.
Yeah,
it applies. It hits a little close to home for people to be thinking accurately. That I see. Well,
I would have said simply, I'm either gonna piss on the side of the road with this funnel, or I'm pissing in your car. Which one do you want, bitch?
Yeah, I know that's right.
I'm pissing right here on your leather seats, and this car is gonna smell like piss every time it rains. Or I'm gonna go out here and piss like a gentle woman I am. You know?
True. Now, couple of factors. First things first, we passed the verdict. Surely not the asshole.
No, never the asshole, in fact.
Boyfriend is exceedingly the asshole.
So far, the asshole, he's in a different galaxy. He's in the stratosphere. He's on a different planet.
Yes. Also, update to the thread. There is an update. To all the commenters asking, yes, he is now an ex-boyfriend. And yes, there were other red flags. Ditched the man, kept the pee funnel. Gonna laugh at him every time I pee standing up. Haha. Women posting W's, honest to God. That's huge. I'm here for this. I think that's tight.
If you could imagine if he was upset about her peeing on the side of a road with a funnel, I could only imagine what he's like not in public or in the car with, you know what I mean? Like, What
Yeah.
other problems does this goofy bitch have? You know what I mean? Ugh.
Also, I think it's really funny that everyone's in the comments, their like number one gripe is like, ugh, what a transphobe. Get rid of him. Sure, and that's a bad quality. Let's be
Yeah.
clear. But it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest problem here. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
let your girlfriend pee. That's the greatest problem.
Right? Yeah. Like
It's
you,
her
like
body.
a lot of
Let her
people are
fucking
like,
pee the way she wants to
yes.
fucking pee.
Like,
Hello?
is it bad that he's transphobic? Yes.
Yeah.
However, comma, it's way worse that he's like weaponizing that transphobia to control how a woman is pissing. That's insane. Yeah, this is like a control freak weirdo for sure. Like,
Yeah.
that's insane. Holy cannoli. Yeah, not the asshole for sure. The girlfriend. She's doing great.
What a goofy bitch.
That's so funny.
What a goofy ass.
Well, I feel like we might be hitting yet another one of those. This might be another insecurity moment.
Yeah.
This one is from outrageous-jelly 877. Outrageous Jelly 877. Am I the asshole for fixing my daughter's car when her boyfriend said he'd handle it? That's odd. And sounds a little fanfic off top. I feel like this one sounds a little fanfic off rip.
How
So
long ago was this posted? I'm trying to find
20 days.
Oh God,
But it was
went
also the
back.
top one. It was the number. It was the literal top.
Oh, so we're sorting by top.
I do it sort by best. Hold on, let me sort by new.
Yeah,
We'll
I
sort new.
was trying to find it, and
Yeah.
which is
No,
fine.
good call.
It's not a big deal. I just
No, you're so right. Yeah. You're so right.
I was like in there, like, where the fuck is this post?
Yeah. I had it sorted by best, and it was the top one. I just for jokes, I went and sorted it on best again. Like I put it on new, and then I went back to best for a second, just like to go find that one that I was looking at a second ago, which I have lost now, which is fine. But one popped up that's even more interesting.
Oh, sure.
Am I the asshole for letting him eat what he cooked?
And yeah, okay. Yeah.
Me, 35 female, and my spouse, 38 male, are the parents of a 5-year-old neurodivergent kid. Huh. I kind of see where this is already going. Like, I see the road we're taking here. I don't know if I'm crazy about it, but I do see the road. My husband refuses to educate himself on the topic of neurodivergence. At the same time, he has recently admitted how much he hates my tendencies to micromanage everything. I can understand that, though I am the only one constantly assessing and anticipating our daughter's mental state in order to be able to regulate her nervous system and prevent avoidable meltdowns. Yet, in order to save our relationship, I am learning to keep my mouth shut.
God damn.
Tough.
That's
tough. Today, our daughter returned home really overstimulated. I let her draw and play some calm music to let her unwind.
Okay.
Later, my husband decided to play a video game, but our daughter wanted his attention. Therefore, he chose to show her the game. Okay?
Okay.
The game, which has lots of visual and flashing effects. And as always, he turned the volume very high. They were doing so for approximately an hour while I was tidying our daughter's bedroom. When he decided to quit the game, our 5-year-old started being really dysregulated and difficult, having a hard time, and he could not get her to bathe. That's when he came to me to take over, and I decided to say no. Am I the asshole for keeping him responsible for his choices? Is it malicious to let him deal with the consequences when he perceives my recommendations as nagging? That's tough.
Yeah, that's tough because when someone is
Oh.
felt to be nagging, it's very easy to just not want to do what they say.
Yeah.
So it seems like there's a bit of a communication breakdown happening between mom and dad.
Yeah. It sounds like he's maybe kind of a selfish dickhead. And it sounds like maybe she is like a little overly complacent, but now they're sticking around because they have a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
So that's a little tough. Also, this is rough because, like, on the one hand, he's clearly the asshole for putting himself in this situation and putting his daughter in that situation and not
Mhm.
like being on top of it. And a part of me loves how like catty it is for her to be like, "You fucking figured out, dickhead. You wanted this to happen, so sorry, bitch." Like, I love that. But she's a little bit the asshole because her cattiness is now going to extend into affecting that kid's entire night, and that's now
Hear
we're
me out.
using the kid as like a leverage point to make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and as a kid who had this happen multiple times by
Yeah.
one of the parties in the broken family unit,
Right.
both are the assholes. If they're both doing things to get at each other, and then it's affecting the kid, then you both are pretty fucking vile and need to figure it out.
Yeah. So like, I don't think she's the asshole per se, but I don't love her choice here.
If she's if her backing off is going to cause the kid mental
Right.
stress and she could have just did it,
Right.
have the fight with the dude after the kid goes to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That fight
right.
can be
Like,
had on a different battleground.
yes. Yeah, like handle
You know what
the
I mean?
kid, calm him down, get him their
Yeah.
bath, put him to sleep, and
And
then like
then
then
go
chastise the
yeah,
stupid
go
idiot
8
behind
rounds
closed
with old boy, you know,
Right. Like, this
yeah.
seems like, okay, you're not the asshole. He's definitely the asshole, but you're not great either. Like, this
Yeah,
is
you're like yeah.
settle it and smash. You know what I mean? Like, fucking handle this on Summoner's Rift like a fucking adult.
Yeah. Run it down mid.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Right. Well, unfortunately, right now she is running it down mid. She needs
Well,
to
yeah.
fucking work on her CS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to get on the we need to figure out the fundamentals here. Although I did think this was gonna be about food, and then yeah, you gotta last it. You gotta last it. You gotta get in there. You gotta build up the creep score. Work on your fundies. And it seems like maybe she like sacrificed that to just go straight for the like, this is what happens. See how shit this is, lol.
Yeah.
Which is I'm not crazy about that, but
That stuff.
that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'll sort by new. So these are all new threads going forward. Before they were
Okay.
best, now it's new. Now it's on
Sure.
new. Am I the asshole? Let's pick a good one. We could just go down the top, but I'm like,
Yeah, let's get the heavy hitters.
I'm always a little bit scared that what we're gonna find is like obvious fanfic and just waste everyone's time. I hate that. Am I the asshole for telling someone not to sexually assault minors? I know. I stepped up. How brave. And it's like, dog, shut the. I hate
that
those
just
ones.
sounds like a weird slap
Am
on
I
the
the
back
asshole?
fanfic.
My husband punched a bunch of children, and I said that was bad. And it's like, man, okay.
Am I the
dude.
asshole for saving a homeless guy from getting hit by a car?
Yeah, right.
Like, shut the fuck up.
So here's what we're gonna do. Am I the asshole for complaining about my roommate to the residence advisor?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
They did make it clear. Please excuse me, English isn't my first language, parentheses. So there's going to be a little bit of awkward phrasing in here, and we just have to like ride with it.
Sure.
So if I stumble here and there, I'm fixing sentences in my head for the audio listeners. You know what I mean? Like, this is Yesterday evening, I was feeling sick. Parentheses, I have not been feeling well for the past 2 days. Parentheses. And my roommate had her friend over at around 7:40 p.m. It's in the evening. While I was sleeping, watching some sort of drama and okay, I'm gonna fix this room a little bit.
You want to throw it in
Yesterday evening-
ChatGPT?
Oh my god. Yesterday evening, I was feeling sick, and my roommate had her friend over at around 7:40 while I was asleep, and they were watching some sort of drama and discussing it. They were loud to the point that I could hear them even though I had headphones in. So they're getting raucous. They're having a hoopla over there. Interesting. I told my roommate to stop talking so loudly, and they stopped with the drama playing, but after 2 to 3 minutes, they started talking again. Second time I told them to lower the volume, my roommate says to her friend, "This is my room too." What bothers me is what bothers me is when I am talking to my family or listening to music on speaker, she instantly tells me to turn the volume down and I comply. But when I ask for the same thing, suddenly it's her room too and she can do as she pleases. Later, I got so fed up from the noise that I left my room for an hour for dinner and just kept roaming around my hostel. So they're staying in like a thing. They're like staying in like a hostel. When I came back, she invited 2 more of her friends over to party, and they were awfully loud to the point where I am on call with a friend, wearing headphones, and my friend can't hear what I'm saying, and neither can I hear what she's saying. I asked my roommate and her friends not once or twice, but 3 or 4 times to lower their volume down, but none of the 4 could hear me or care. That's how loud they were, and this kept going on until 11 at night. I had test of sorts today, so I wanted to study, but I couldn't even study. That's how loud they were. I ended up texting my parents about the situation. They told me to complain to the advisor or they would on my behalf, but it was already 11 at night, so probably the advisors would be asleep. So I said I'll talk with them in the morning. So today morning, I went in their office and complained about my roommate, and fast forward to today night after dinner, my roommate calls my name and asks, "Did you complain about me and my friends to the advisor?" To which I said, "Yeah." She started arguing with me that I could have talked with them, while when I was trying, they ignored me. And I said that to her face because my roommate had been ignoring me for 2 weeks. Doesn't look in my direction, kind of ignoring, only talks when she wants me to lower my volumes. I told her that she should not expect me to communicate if she isn't going to do that either. Just for clarification, I told her with last week about midterm grades and certain activities, but she never asks back. Not only that, but it's the fact that she can't even inform me for how long she is leaving the room if she goes out at night to her friend's room. Half the time I end up staying up to open the door. The door only locks from the inside. And she comes back after 12:30. She expects me to respect her boundaries, but when I ask for the same, it is disregarded. Am I the asshole, Reddit? This seems like one of those clue ones where it's clearly you're like obviously not the asshole. Like this is more of a venting thing than like an actual question, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for complaint? I mean, did she have to go to the residence advisor? I don't know if she had to go that far, but I mean,
it is a pretty extreme step.
it's almost like if you're going to do the things that they ask you to do and they don't do the things you ask them to do, it's almost like you should just have a conversation and be like, "Hey, man, every time that you ask me to do this, I comply and do it. And then every time I ask you to do something, you have an excuse why you can't. Yeah, you need to cut that shit out for real. Or else I'm going to the residence advisor because you're being a dumb bitch."
I see.
You
Like
know what
you
I
would have used
mean?
it as like you would have like
I would have
put it out
talked it
there on
out.
the table first. She was like, "Fuck that. I'm just pulling the trigger."
Yeah, be like, "Hey, the
Yeah.
gun's cocked and loaded. What do you want?" You know what I mean? Yeah, it sounds like a person doesn't know how to handle conflict. Not, I don't think they're an asshole, but definitely learn how to communicate.
Interesting, interesting, interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. For sure, not the asshole.
Not the asshole, cannot communicate to save their life.
Roommate is for sure the asshole.
Asshole in this situation.
Yeah.
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 But I think the conflict wouldn't have had to be a conflict if you would have just been like, hey, you were going to have some mutual respect in this fucking house, or else I'm going to the board. Don't fuck with me.
True. Yeah, true. And they've been in this hostel for 2 weeks minimum, based on this, like 2+ weeks. I don't know how a hostel works, but like
I think she just meant dorm. It sounds Europe. This
it is
person
very
sounds
Europe,
European,
yeah.
and they're
Very
in school,
European.
so I imagine it's just a dorm. Because a hostel, isn't a hostel more like a place while you're vacationing to stay for a day or night or whatever, in like a communal?
That's what I thought. I don't know
Yeah.
how long a hostel stay typically is.
I'm not.
This seems like
I
a really
wouldn't-
long one.
I wouldn't assume a college student who is staying at a hostel.
You can stay for weeks. Oh, maybe they are.
But if you're in school, you're
Hmm.
there more than a week, right? Sounds like she just got a new roommate. She didn't like her.
I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, hostel for a class trip. Interesting.
OP posted, they didn't update the OP, but they did post a comment saying there's some things I'd like to add.
Oh, sure.
So we do have extra. We have extra.
Oh, great.
For one, her friend and my roommate. No, they really don't speak English as a first language. They did word this crazily. My roommate and her friend caused so much chaos while studying during exam season for midterms that the one exam they studied for in our room, I failed in the subject. Damn, they just failed a whole ass class. Her friend is constantly on calls with her family or friends, and my roommate can study through that, but I couldn't. All the interruption led to me not being able to cover the syllabus properly. After I told them to go study in the study room of our hostel, those two have barely failed in subjects.
Yeah, this is not.
They have
written.
barely passed. Oh, they have barely passed or failed because that's how little they study. Other than that, my roommate told me I shouldn't have complained to the advisor because they lowered their volume after I left the room. What I don't understand is why was it a trouble to lower your volume while I was in the room?
Yeah, hello. You lower the volume when I fucking ask you to, not when I leave.
Yeah, that is crazy. It is very Europe coded. You're so right about that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're at uni or whatever, I imagine.
It seems like, yeah, that is odd. They would be like, go study in a different room when you're too loud. And then she's like failing classes. Bitch, you study in the other room. Like you can't control other people. Is your roommate and their friend a dickhead and they suck? Yeah, but like it's your grades, bitch. I mean, go to a quiet room then. Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
it sounds like someone who's learning how to live with someone who's a stranger for the first time in their life.
Right.
And doesn't understand how human interaction works.
Yeah, like
which is why we're on Reddit, I guess.
Yes. Like if there's an immovable object, you go around it. You don't just complain there's an object there. It's like that's
Not the asshole. Could communicate better though.
Crazy.
Cheers. I'm gonna reply to all the ones we do.
Oh my god, we're in there? I bet. Yeah, I'll do the same. Not the asshole, but also like, damn, dog.
So there's a voting guide.
Just go
there's
to a
YTA, which is you're the
quiet
asshole.
room.
There's YWBTA, which was you would be the asshole. There's NTA, you are not the asshole. YWNBTA, Jesus Christ, you would not be the asshole. ESH, everyone sucks here. NAH, no assholes here. Info, not enough info. Cool.
What a rubric.
Love that.
All right. Let's pop back. Let's grab
and
our
if
next
everyone wants
contestant.
if everyone wants to follow along with us in chat, there's a terribly formatted word soup I just linked in chat, so you can follow along with us.
Love that. Hell yeah.
Audio listeners, you're not in chat. I'm so sorry.
True. Interesting. I see the top one is, am I the asshole for working on my own project? And I'm noting very quickly, my 17 female, now ex-friend, my 17 female, now ex-friend, 20 female. So this is 2 non-American girls, and there's like some kind of beef. They're in college.
Love beef.
Let's see. This was a long one. Oh my goodness gracious, great googly moogly.
What's the title?
This is Am I the Asshole for Working on My Own Project by Reddit user Lord to Have Mercy, 3 Ds in Lord.
Sure.
My 17 female, now ex-friend, 20 female, became friends in college. I'm not American. We bonded over stuff. She was a good friend most of the time, but she would be really weird, then be really nice, which would make me second guess whether she's a bad friend or not. And she would make these little corny jokes, racism, judging my looks, sexual jokes, or touch my thigh as a quote joke. I would say stop, but in a joking kind of tone. So that's low-key my fault for not setting that boundary, but that's beside the point. So already we're setting this up that their friend is a racist and an asshole and kind of a sex pest. So that's tough. That's a stacked deck. That's a rough load.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, they would make these like corny little jokes, like just like racist shit or like sexual assault. Oh, okay, well, tough. I don't even remember how, but she ended up convincing me to work with her because she, quote, had a really good idea that the teacher liked, quote. And she said she didn't want me to go down the same path she did. I guess I was pretty convinced since she's done the project before. I don't know how I ended up following what she said. She would take my phone so I'd work only on the project. Phones are allowed, by the way. That's weird that she is confiscating phones. There were assignments I had no idea about because I'd only focus on the project. So she's missing her homework to do this project in accordance with older friend. When I brought the idea of me working on my own to her because she spam called me since I wasn't in and said, quote, don't make me regret working with you for our project, quote. She said that she saw talent in me and said that she should guide me so that I would pass. But the thing is, I just trusted her since she's done the project in the past. What really made me reconsider our friendship was this one day I was going to college and she decides to tell me when I'm like 5 stops away that there's no college because the teachers aren't in. I guess she's on public transit here. I say I'm going home, then I get spam called and texted because she apparently needed someone with her, and she genuinely sounded on the verge of tears when I answered the phone, so I ended up going to see her. Now, she did apologize for her actions, which I appreciate, but it made me realize that our friendship was crossing the boundary of what is a healthy friendship. It's weird that we're determining that now, not on the inappropriate thigh touching, but like, I guess so, you know?
Yeah.
She wasn't in the whole week. The next week, she wasn't in the whole week next week. So I decided to speak to my other friend about the whole situation and the fact that I want to do my own project. Other friends said that she was controlling, immature, and somewhat came across predatory. True. The whole week I actually got to speak to other people. Parentheses, she did kind of isolate me from everyone. That's insane. I vented to my teacher about the project. I ended up crying because I was so scared to upset her by saying I wanted to do the project myself. So that same day I text her, and here's the summary. I said for her to not take this the wrong way, but I really wanted to do my own project. She said, you don't want to work with me and don't want to do anything to... you don't want to work with me and don't want anything to do with me or be my friend. I defend myself saying that she wanted me to do my own... I defend myself saying, quote, so me wanting to do my own project equals me not wanting to be friends with you, question mark? And she said, yeah, and basically told me to block her. And I did just that. This was around 2 weeks ago. I just want to know, am I the asshole? Considering she might have felt like I switched up on her in a way? Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spearhead this one.
Yeah.
That 20-year-old
Be
has
my guest.
BPD with no medication. They are also they are on meth. This I
I
know
think
a
I've
thing or
heard this
two.
story before.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about this one. I'm a bit of the Jane Goodall of this subject, not to
Yeah, I'm getting
brag.
whiplash as we speak.
Right, yeah. This one's a little too close to home, if you can imagine. So I'm gonna go ahead and say not the asshole. Also, Jesus Christ. Is that fair?
Yeah. Yeah,
You
definitely.
don't want to do the project with me? You should just block me. Okay.
Why do you fucking hate me?
Yeah, that's crazy. Although
That's insane.
I'm
Yeah.
noticing between this and the last time we did Am I the Asshole, a lot of European college kids.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that.
That's
With
weird,
that.
right? Just like an odd observation.
Yeah. It is really strange that the written word has broken down so far.
Am I the asshole for letting my friend drink a whole bottle of vodka and end up in the medical tent?
That sounds very American.
It sounds quite American. It sounds a little Burning Man, but mostly American. This is from Reddit user Lavender Flower Fairy.
Yep.
Well, here we go.
I have a
My-
feeling it's a not the asshole situation. Usually how these things work.
It does go that
One
way.
friend
frequently
drinks too much, you tell them not to. And I'm just
Yeah.
assuming. I have not read forward, but it just kind of gives that vibe. But I guess we'll see what happens.
Well, they're at a festival of some kind because there's a medical tent,
Yeah.
which already informs me that they're both just in a position to have like nothing good
either
happen.
like a music festival or like a parade of some
Yeah.
sort.
Yeah.
Oh, the first line at a music festival. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
My
That does make
friend,
sense.
my friend Faith, 24 female, and I, 23 female, were at this music festival last weekend with 2 other friends. While I was in the shower, Faith poured one of the bottles of vodka I bought into a water bottle to drink on the walk over. Tough.
Okay.
Already tough.
Yeah.
Our friend said that our friend said that was probably too much to split between the 4 of us, especially in that short of a walk, and told her to put some back. After I got out of the shower, she pointed to the water bottle and told me she had filled it with vodka for us to split. First of all, I'm going to say this. Your friend is the asshole for trying to do the 4-way sharesy in a water bottle of booze. Am I crazy with that? That's already they're the asshole. Like, I'm not a drinker anymore, and I'm not gonna hit some like fucking grifter conservative like alcohol is the devil type shit. But hey, buddy, we can't just be passing around a fucking water bottle 4-way, right, with vodka. This is all insane behavior. This feels a little crazy to me.
I've seen crazier. I've seen with my own eyes crazier shit, but
Well, okay,
Yeah.
sure. The Batman's seen the Joker, but we still got to stop the bank robbery. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
that's crazy.
I mean, pregame in the car before you get to the festival or whatever. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do the.
They're doing a 4-way
water
bottle
bottle.
split walking. After I got out of
Yeah.
the shower, point out the water bottle. All right. I also said that it might be too much. Parentheses, it was a large water bottle. But she said that it was fine and she'd finish whatever the group didn't. That's tough. That is tough.
Yeah,
While I was getting
that's-
ready,
that's
she
tough.
decided she wanted to leave earlier than us, but we told her to wait a bit so we could go together. She was very persistent, so we eventually gave up and told her to text us updates to make sure she was safe. While she was leaving, she grabbed the water bottle. But I
Mhm.
stopped her and told her she should probably dump some of it back into the vodka bottle if she's planning on going herself. She said she didn't have time or she would miss her set.
Sure.
I told her to just leave it then and get drinks in the festival. but she said she didn't have money to pay for them. This turned into a bit of a fight because I thought it would be unfair to the rest of the group, and drinking that much on her own was not a good idea. But she insisted that she would be fine and that, quote, she would throw out what she didn't finish. I feel like that's maybe not... Okay. I didn't like this because I paid for it and told her to either finish it or pay me back for the bottle. She said fine and stormed out of the room with the bottle.
So we're not mad. So the idea is here, we're not actually mad that she's going out and drinking in public with a water bottle. We're mad because we paid for it and she's wasting the vodka.
Right.
Which also, by the way, vodka really cheap. Why are we sweating a bottle of vodka? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Like, I get it.
Well,
but
these are obviously poor individuals. You know what I mean?
Guess so.
Let's be clear about that. These guys don't have money.
I guess the Everclear does, it just run up a tab if that's all you can afford.
Right. Now, I don't want to be that guy right now, but it does appear that Lavender Flower Fairy might be a broke bitch. And her group of homies that are going to this festival might have spent all their money getting to the festival. You know what I mean?
And, sometimes it do be like that. But then you make breakfast sandwiches in the morning, you save money, you don't buy anything at the, look, if you're going to spend all your money on just getting the tickets, you gotta be okay being broke at the show, it just kind of is what it is.
There's another paragraph, if you can imagine.
Yeah, I do see that with my peepers.
A bit later, she texted us and told us she passed out during a set and I was now in the med tent at the festival. We weren't there yet, but told her we would get there as soon as possible, and of course, we're checking in to make sure she was okay. She said she was fine. She just had to get an IV and couldn't leave until we got there. So they're hitting this bitch with the IV off rip.
Yeah, so she drank too much. She got dehydrated. Because drinking dehydrates you. They're probably out in the hot sun, which double dehydrates you. She's probably looking like a piece of Jack Link's beef jerky right now. She's so dehydrated.
That's right. I'm imagining Snooki in a dehydrator.
Not Snooki in a dehydrator.
Yeah. However, well, if you can imagine. However, she got upset that we weren't getting there faster and started blaming me and said it was my fault we drank the whole bottle. I told her that was ridiculous and that all of us advised against it, and she still decided to do so. After that, she stopped texting and we got to the med tent, but she continued to ignore me for the rest of the festival. I tried to talk to her about it that night and apologized for not being, quote, there for her, and pressuring her into drinking at all because she told our friends that I wasn't there for her during her traumatic experience. But she literally just rolled over in bed and kept watching TikTok, so I decided to ignore it and enjoy the rest of my trip. Now she's not talking to me, but keeps telling our friends that I refuse to take responsibility for my actions and that I abandoned her. Am I the asshole? I'm gonna say it. All of these people are assholes. Every one of them is an asshole. This is
even OP's an asshole. I don't know if OP's the asshole.
Yeah, for sure.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's an asshole for like a dozen reasons here, but not the least of which is saying you better drink that whole thing or leave it. That's already tough because we're dealing with someone. Their priorities are fucked. Also, their secondary point was that's not fair to the group that we don't get the booze, but also it's not fair because I paid for it. So we're worried about the sharing is caring rule and worried about the cost of the bottle, not their friend doing fucking an insane decision to drink an entire bottle of vodka alone at a festival. That's... honest to God, it's a miracle that this story ends so happily that she was in a medical tent. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean...
thank God she wasn't in the back of someone's fucking unmarked van. Or in the back of, behind a set fucking who knows what with some dudes. This is miraculously positive that she was just in a med tent getting a liquid IV. That's tight. However, the friend is an asshole for every part of their behavior. Like the friend sucks too. They all suck. Just everyone here sucks. Ah! Yeah, like I feel like just all of that was this whole thing. Letting her go off alone like is tough. Not just like go with her. That's crazy. Like just the whole thing is crazy. This whole thing. Like the friend's an immature dumb child
Uh,
and the OP is just an asshole.
well, I'm a firm believer of letting adults do what the adults want to do. I do think she's kind of weird for sweating the alcohol thing. Like if you bring alcohol to a party, like if I have my favorite, my favorite whiskey with me and I bring it to
Yeah.
a party, I'm not whatever happens to that whiskey after it gets brought to the party, that's now the communal party whiskey. I'm not
Sure.
bringing that for me. If all her friends are getting together for, a rage or whatever, and she brings a bottle of vodka, that your firm handshake thing that people are going to do with that vodka whatever they would like to do. Now that's just a little small nitpick. That's not, there's more egregious things happening in the story than just that. But I think just in general, she's kind of weird for that. She's kind of like a weird friend to begin with, off rip. And then letting her friend leave with a whole, because like in most situations, you're not even allowed into, like, what is kind of interesting to me is these days in the world of 2026, you don't even get into a show with any type of bottle of any kind. You're turning out your purse, you're turning out anything you bring, and they're searching that shit, and you're throwing everything that is could be a container for a legal substance out, unless she hit it up her
Yeah.
ass or something. So
Yeah.
that seems like a little weird to me, unless this is one of those situations where there's like tents inside whatever campground festival thing is going on. Then at that case, maybe it's whatever.
Oh,
But
well, they do set them up like that sometimes. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know what kind of festival this seems to be, but it's just kind of strange to me. But also, hey, don't let your friend leave with a whole handle of vodka, you dumbass. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, I
So
agree. Well, this
I'm
clearly
hitting
wasn't like a
it.
big festival. This wasn't like
Yeah.
Coachella Burning Man because it was.
This seems like a small, like, you go to
Yeah,
an amphitheater, whatever.
because
But
this
I'm
was
hitting
like
it.
recently.
I'm hitting the ESH, the everyone sucks here.
Yeah, this is tough. I don't like any of this. To be clear, it like the friend is kind of doing that thing of like the meme. This is like a classic. This is like a like asking so if they remember the Mona Lisa. It's like a specific meme of like uh it's Goku. It's like a still image of Goku in the Namek saga of Dragon Ball Z dodging those punches from Birder, the blue guy, and his forehead is labeled woman, and then all the punches that are missing are labeled accountability.
So like
It's such an old meme. It's like a 2006 meme or whatever, but like it's like one
so
that got reused a lot. It seems like the friend is doing that.
yeah, like back, I think it was back like 2020 around this time. A bunch of friends and we went to go see Green Day, and I had a bottle of tequila in the back, closed, of course. And so we pre-gamed, but so we took a couple shots each. We didn't, we're not bringing a handle of fucking tequila into the show or whatever. But we pre-gamed a little bit. We got tipsy, but it was never a thing of like one person's going off alone. It was a group thing. You know what I mean? I think it's a little different if you're like having a couple drinks before a show, so you don't have to like pay a $20 drink at the show. That's fine. That's acceptable to me. But like she's taking a dangerous amount of alcohol into what seems to be an outside show, which a festival is usually outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Double dangerous. Somebody could have fucking beat her ass for the alcohol. You know what I mean? Like there could be a
Yes.
whole myriad of things that could have happened to her being alone. Like you at least should have went with your friend, if anything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's kind of
Agreed.
where I'm at. But yeah, everyone's the fucking asshole here. Everyone sucks. Be a better friend.
Yeah, just
And just
bad all the
maybe
way
get
around.
better friends. But again, they're young too. They're both 23 or something, 20, 23, 24. So like they're gonna be doing dumb shit till like 26. So I get it.
God, I wish people stopped doing dumb shit at 26. You know what I mean? So I don't have a great way to guarantee that this information is accurate. I might be having the feminine urge to spread misinformation. However,
Sure.
I believe, and this is very funny, I believe this was the Out of the Park Music Fest in Surprise, Arizona. So if you can imagine, this is an Arizona man story, which is a bit like a Florida man story, but usually involves meth. So, kind of tough. Little tough. It also could have been the inaugural Mojave experience in Joshua T, California. So, we got some choices. But regardless, yeah, it was definitely an outdoorsy thing for sure.
Yeah, it's
Man.
tough.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, people should be not whatever that is. People should not do whatever that is. As both the friend and the OP. Like also, I come from an era where it's kind of a party foul to bogart all of something at a party. If there's like a bowl of chips and there's like, even if it's like a group of 4, you're not just like, these are my chips now, eat dick. Like, you can't just take the bowl.
Yeah. I mean, it's a party foul. It's a part.
Yeah.
Yellow cards being pulled on both sides. Both teams are getting a yellow card. She's getting a yellow card for being a hawk for some reason about her own alcohol that she brought to the function, and the other bitch is just being a bitch. The other woman's just being a bitch.
Yes.
Because she's taking the whole handle of vodka and saying, "I have claimed this as mine." Well, no, it's the party's.
Yeah, it's like, this is mine now.
Like, fill up maybe 2 shots in your water bottle or something. Cool. That's 2 shots worth. Fine. Like that's a respectable amount to like sip on or whatever.
Right.
Don't take the whole fucking, because you can fit
Whole bottle.
a whole handle of vodka, bro. Come on.
That's a
Like-
fat ass water bottle, by the way. Can we talk
Yeah,
about that? That's a gigantic water bottle. This is like the who should pay for the birthday dinner debate. Yeah, I remember that one. That was a crazy one.
Well, it's just one. Well, no, I don't think this is that, because that whole birthday thing, specifically, you just talk about it before. Some people, they don't pay for their friends, and that's fine. Like, some people just pay for all their meal. Like, I've had birthday dinners where I pay and everyone else pays separately. I've had birthday dinners where my shit's paid for. I've had birthday dinners where I've paid for the friend. Like, it depends on the friend group. That should not really be a problem. This is a problem because this is just normal, being a normal human behavior. Like, if you bring chips to the function, they're not your chips, they're the function's chips. If you bring punch to the function, that is not your punch.
And
then conversely, that is not someone else's punch to decide to take the whole handle of punch. Like, it's very different.
Yeah. It also depends. It kind of sounds like the group was in on the decision for this person to buy that bottle of vodka with the intent to split it with that immediate 4-man group. Yeah. So it seems like the friend is like subverting that plan and saying, "Fuck you, this is my now law."
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually crazy. It's it's tough. There's 2 here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab both. We're gonna start with the first one. The titles sound drama. They're not that long. These are a little less word dense, but I do like drama. The first one is a little spicy.
Okay.
Okay. This is a
Sure.
little spicy. Would I be the asshole?
I think this is the one that I was just looking at, actually.
A little rough. Would I be the asshole? Little rough. So this is a future events.
It's the family vacation one.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I was
from
just
Fun
about to
Book
send that one to you.
4649. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I be the asshole if I went on a family vacation without my long-term partner?
I'm gonna be honest.
This is tough. People have really different opinions on this. This is gonna be a wide net.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I don't even have to read the post to know how I feel about this. Long-term partners go on vacations. Short-term partners stay at home.
Interesting.
That is my
define long-term then for that. What's the cutoff for you as an individual? Where's the like this person's a long-term partner they can go now?
Well, 5 years. If we're looking at the post, 5 years I think would be definitely
5 is definitely long-term for sure.
That's long-term. I would say 4 to 5 years is a very long-term relationship.
The time you start going on vacations when it becomes long-term. That's very funny. I
mean, I know people that fucking know each other for like 4 weeks and they go on vacations with each other. So I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I do think with the information we have from the post, 5 years definitely constitutes a long-term partner. They should be going on trips with you and your family. They should be invited. And if they're not, that dynamic is really weird, in my opinion.
Well, I agree.
Or at least they should have the option to have that extended to them. Maybe they don't want to go. Maybe they don't like flying or don't want to go to different countries. Maybe they're kind of weird like that. Maybe they don't like traveling. That's fine. The invitation should be extended. It doesn't have to be accepted, right?
Sure.
Short-term relationship, it doesn't have to be extended. And somebody who you haven't been in a long-term relationship with shouldn't expect to go with you everywhere with your family. Now, if it's like a family brunch or something, yeah, like why aren't you inviting your fucking boyfriend? That's weird. But like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel.
All right, let's get some context and see how this lines up. Let's see.
Yeah.
We're dating soon for 5 years, but both of us are in our early 20s. We're traveling pretty regularly, at least 2 to 3 countries per year. So they travel a lot. She is going on girls' trips in a few weeks, if that matters. That does matter. That matters a lot, I feel. So to the point, my parents have never been on vacations abroad, ever. So I thought I could encourage them to go on a trip, and I will serve as guide. Since the start, I've been talking me plus her as well. A few days ago, I started this topic with her. She's been speaking about being kind of low on money and trying to back off. We have a few grand occasions in incoming weeks where we have to give money to someone. It's very spooky. That's a little dicey, a little vague. But they don't have play money right now because their money is tied up with upcoming things. Sure.
What is tithe on the, like, what?
Oh.
Does the pastor need a new bedazzled fucking suit? What are we doing?
Lamau. I don't know if I'm overreacting, but I feel from her that she doesn't want to go. And reading between the lines that maybe my parents want to spend time with their child, me, without her. I have been reassuring her about that. I don't want to be a dick to her, but I won't leave my parents now that I got them in on it. They'll get lost at the airport. Will I be an asshole if I go without her?
I am so confused. Is this a lesbian couple or is this a dude whose girlfriend doesn't want to go?
It's a dude.
Oh, they didn't do the normal.
Well, I guess they didn't like specify. It could be either. They weren't really
because they talked about a girls' trip.
The girlfriend is going on one, yeah. The girlfriend is going on like a little girls' trip in a few weeks.
Well, if she's going on a girl, well, that's different because if she's going on a girls' trip, then she's not going to have time for this. So,
well, they don't overlap, but like regardless, here's the thing for me. I'm gonna toss this out here. I think going on any vacation at any point without your long term partner is fucking weird, champ. That's weird to me. Like, girls trip is like
Oh, you're that
that's already
vibe?
like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? What do you mean? So like, if it's the kind of relationship where he knows about that, he's cool with that, or they, I mean, I don't know if it's what their situation is, but they know about that, they're cool with that, then it's already on the table that going on a vacation without your significant other should be expected and fine behavior. So he can't be the asshole for doing a thing that she's just doing also.
It almost reads as her priorities are a little fucked. Like if you're in a
Well, I
5-year
agree with that.
relationship, you should be planning things with. Now, I'm not saying you can't have friends. I'm not being weird, champ, on that. But if the family vacation is coming up, I feel like your priorities are to the family vacation, and then
Well,
you
yeah.
figure out some girls trip sometime that doesn't fuck with the
Right.
family situation. Because I know if it was flipped, the other person would be pissed that like he didn't want to go. Like we already know if this was flipped, that would be a whole fucking knockout drag out battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even if the girls trip was like playing first, I still feel like that's like, oh hey, something came up. Sorry, bitches. Like if I had like a thing with my boys, like, oh, we're gonna go to Evo and blah blah blah, whatever, and then like it comes up that my fam's doing a whole thing, I'd bounce. I'm out of there. No, I don't like my friends more than my family. Fuck them. What? No, no one should. That's weird. That's crazy.
Also, God bless
Yeah.
having enough money to visit 2 to 3 countries per year. Jesus Christ.
Well, I agree with
Whew.
that. Yeah, very fucking true.
Yeah, it's kind of.
If you have like conflicting like family versus friends, family wins. This is a hard rule every time. Family wins. Order doesn't matter. That's just how it works.
Yeah, we don't know where the girls' trip is, but it's not conflicting with this trip. That's two non-conflicting trips. So I think it's acceptable if she spent, because like obviously if like let's say they're going on a cruise or something. I don't know what they're doing, but let's say whatever they were doing, it was a locked-in thing where they all had to pitch in money to do the thing. If she had to allocate money for that, and she doesn't have money for really anything else, so she's saving for that trip, and then this trip kind of came up because I mean 2 to 3 countries a year, that's a lot of like, hey, we're just going on a trip. Like, holy fuck, that's kind of crazy. I could
Well,
see that being a
yeah.
thing. I could see that being like, hey, babe, look, like I want to, like I just allocated all this money to this girls trip. I can't get it back. Like, y'all just want to do this one without me. I'll come back on the tour, the 1 to 2 other ones we're gonna have this year. Like, if she's saying, hey, I'm gonna bow out to one, but I'm gonna come back to the other two, then like, hey, whatever. Like, missing one trip isn't gonna kill anybody. But for me, I would, as the boyfriend, I'd be a little disappointed if my significant other was like, hey, I'm gonna make all these plans and like do my own thing, and like you can go do your family thing. Because it's like, obviously if I'm in a relationship, I want that cohesion. I want to
Right,
like
yeah.
go on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like I said at the top, like you should probably like going on a trip without your partner is like already weird to me. That's a weird fucking thing to do. But if you're straight up gonna be like,
Unless it's like camping trips, you can fucking leave me out of that.
that is
You know
so
what I
fucking real
you know
and
what I mean?
hilarious.
Like if your family's going on a camping trip, go fuck yourself. I'm staying right here. I love you. With
That's so
respect.
funny. Yeah, the point about how, because this is clearly written by someone whose English is not great. She's been speaking about being kind of low on money and trying to back off. We have few grand occasions in incoming weeks where we have to give money to someone. Implies that she's worried about the money that they share being low for that vacation, implying she doesn't think that he should go either, then Because it's not that she's saying she's low on money. He's saying that just generally money is low, period, because they jointly have to give money to someone for whatever these grand occasions are. I imagine it's some kind of a wedding thing. But it is odd of her to say, hey, I don't know about that trip with your fam, what with us being like kind of broke, lol. Anyway, girls trip. That's weird. Also,
Well, he also says girls trips. It's plural. They're going on trips. Unless that's
well, he said she's going on girls trips in few weeks. I assume this guy just can't type so good. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to say. It could be multiple trips. It could be singular trip. But there's like enough typos in this that it's like a little hard to say.
I mean, if we're going to 2 or 3 different countries a year, on top of that, we have these grand occasions that we have to give money to people. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's happening? Yeah, too inconclusive for me, I think. I think it's too inconclusive, need info. Because I don't really understand.
Yeah, this is like lacking some context, I feel, that would maybe like sway the needle a little bit. It is interesting that they're saying at least 2 to 3 countries a year. In America, that means you're flying somewhere or you're like going to Mexico, Canada. If they're in like Belgium, that means you're taking like a day trip across a border 2 miles from your house. Do you know what I mean? So I have to wonder like what part of the world they're in, like what extent these like international trips are like hitting the bank. Because like for us, that'd be like a significant thing. If you or I wanted to go to Mexico, that would be like money. That would cost. That'd be like cash.
Yeah, I think my end thought is info, comma. We need context on the girls' trips where they planned before. We need, if you're going, I posted, you're going to multiple countries a year. Does she bow out of every trip you go on, or just one of the 3 a year? Does she not like your family? Question mark. Like there's
well,
gotta
this is
be
the family's
more
first
info.
one. This is the family's first one ever. They've never gone on any travel abroad at any point, and this is their first vacation
they say abroad. We're traveling pretty regularly, at least 2 to 3 countries a year.
No, after that. So to the point, my parents have never been on vacations abroad. So this is the family's first vacation that he like coaxed them into taking. He was like, no, traveling international is fun. Like we should go on a thing together. It'll be fun. And then she's like backing out of that. She might just hate.
So is he saying is he saying when he says we're traveling pretty regularly, him and the girl are doing 2 to 3 countries per year?
Yes.
I fucking hate the wording of this. And look, we have ChatGPT now.
Well, like I said, this guy is clearly not crushing the English.
This isn't English. Yeah, this guy's like European or something for sure. Can we get them to add something to the rubric? Can we get like European?
European doesn't count.
EN.
Check this one out. EUDQ.
ENPR. European needs proofreading.
That's funny. Yeah, apparently these like parents are very like fuddy-duddy, they'll get lost in the airport type people. These are like they don't go anywhere, they don't do anything.
Yeah, you need more info. This is just broken nothingness. I can't make a conclusion on this. This is dumb.
Well, I'll tell you what, like, yeah, if she's invited and says, fuck that, I ain't going, then you're not the asshole for going. That seems pretty fair. Just as a rule.
But she did, but okay, so like, yeah, you're not the asshole. You wouldn't be the asshole.
Yeah, you would not be the asshole.
It doesn't seem like she's making you out to be an asshole. She's just like, hey, that's tight. Like, go hang out with your family. Like, there's no... I don't see the pain point here other than he just has a guilty conscience.
He mentioned I be been reassuring her about that. So apparently, the information he's leaving out here is that there's some animosity and insecurity going on that needs reassurance.
Yeah, I need him to put that in words because I can't just go off of like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't read minds over the internet, especially ones who can't fucking think in English. So
Yeah.
I need him to fucking give us some context here.
Yeah.
Fucking downvoting this shit. That's crazy. Yeah, what happened to Am I the Asshole, man? Jesus.
It became European. It just became European. This is the other one I picked up immediately because this is Drum. This is from Kind Ground 3549, 18 minutes ago.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for rescinding our gift for sister-in-law's wedding?
Oh,
love this.
Drama.
I love drama. I love drama. You've heard of Nay Drama? No. This is most drama. What was it? What was the Nay Drama thing?
Nay Dramas.
Nay Dramas. Yeah,
Nay Dramas.
This is muy dramas. this is so dramas. My spouse and I had been planning and booking our Europe trip for April 2026. So this is a couple, they are married. They've been planning and booking successfully a trip to Europe April 2026. It is currently going to be April in 3 days for people who are listening to this later. We finalized all our tickets and reservations in November of 25.
Okay.
So they've had this locked in. They've had this dialed in.
Yeah, they've been locked in for a minute.
Yeah. Around the same time in November of 2025, my sister-in-law announced that they would have their wedding in October of 2026. A full 6 months after the Europe trip, to be clear. April to October. My spouse and I immediately offered as an early wedding gift to pay for them to travel with us on our European vacation, including flights, hotels, and activities.
Weird.
That's a little tough.
We don't do it. Like, why would you? Just a gift card's fine. Like, what are we doing?
Sister-in-law refused because it would be weird.
That's a lot.
Sister-in-law's on your page. Same team. Sister-in-law refused because it'd be weird, and they preferred to save their paid time off for another destination they have yet to have planned. Fair enough. This Thursday, literally the last full week of March, the sister-in-law called and said they changed their minds and definitely wanted to redeem the offer and tag along. Oof. Our trip is literally in less than 2 weeks. I looked up the last-minute flight tickets and hotels, and everything is massively expensive now. We literally would have to spend almost $4,000 more than if we had booked for them in November. I told my spouse I no longer wanted to pay for that. We're doing well for ourselves, but that is a ridiculous amount of money. I volunteered to be the bad person and told them we could no longer offer that. Inevitably, drama ensued, and the entire vibe is very awkward at the moment. Some family members sympathized with me, while some others said along the lines of, well, it's just the thing with weddings. Everything is expensive and you offered. Am I the asshole? I'm going to say it, nah. Weird thing to offer as a gift in the first place. It's a weird gift to offer, but also not the asshole. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. You know what I mean? If you could afford it before and now you can't, that's not your fault. Like, shit got more expensive. You know what I'm saying? That seems like pretty cut and dry IMO. I would be willing to just, like, chalk that one up 100%.
Yeah,
What's
I mean,
the vibe on your side?
Once you say no, that offer is rescinded. That's done. That's done skis. The offer was weird to begin with. I will say, if someone's offering me a trip, that's kind of, oh, what the fuck? But I mean, I guess they are family, so families do weird shit. So, yeah. Not the asshole?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the asshole. I mean, I would lean towards the asshole if the offer was given, nothing was said, and then they said, "Hey, I want to accept the offer," and then they go, "Well, too bad you took too long." Well, there's no time limit on offers unless you're like already on the plane, right? So it's like,
Yeah. But they just straight up
but
said
when
absolutely no, that'd be weird.
yeah, yeah, the whole, well, I understand the weird. I wouldn't have said weird. I would have said, "Hey, I'm saving my PTO for something else, like for our honeymoon or
Oh,
something."
well, I'm not questioning that part. I'm just saying they
Yeah,
just said no. They
yeah. The weird
refused.
part is just a terrible reply. Like that's fucking crazy. But yeah, no, you're not the asshole. They just shouldn't have fucking went out and said no first. What probably happened is she didn't want to, so she said no, but then she asked her husband to be. Then he was like, "Oh, it would have been cool if we could have gone." And then she probably was like, "Fuck, I guess okay, I'm gonna go see if we can do this again." And she kind of
I
fucked up
wonder.
because she said no, you know?
I do wonder. Yeah, the weird is in quotation marks too, which is very funny. But that does make me. I'll say this: if you hmm, going on vacation as like a married couple, alone or with a different couple with you as a group of four, very different vibe. Very odd vibe switch. That's a different kind of thing. I can't imagine having this big trip planned for like a year, finalizing it 6 months ahead of time, and then it shows up and you're like, yo, what if we just double date it? Lol. That that is an extremely weird offer, no?
Yeah.
Just like factually strange. Um I don't know what the drama could be. I'm gonna say that. I don't know what the drama part of this could be. Because you just tell them like, hey,
That
it's way more expensive now. We can't afford it. Sorry. That's it. That's the whole thing. Like, there's can't do shit about it. Sorry, can't afford it. What's
Well,
the
the
drama?
problem is there's dumb family members that sympathize with the other person who are dumb because there's no way to sympathize with
Right.
the other person when the other person said no. So the drama is the family split.
I just can't imagine someone saying like, "Oh, well, do the thing that you can't afford because you offered a year ago." That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sister-in-law is kind of an asshole. OP not the asshole, but OP is a little odd. Yeah, it seems pretty cut and dry.
Yeah. Seems pretty easy on that one. Yeah.
Oh my god, this fucking comment.
I'll
Not the asshole. Remember my grandmother's motto: "She who wouldn't when she could, couldn't when she would." Whoa.
when was she smoking a pipe? What the fuck?
She who wouldn't when she could, couldn't when she would. Whoa, dude. That's very specific of grandma. What a uniquely specific anecdote to pass down. The old adage.
Yeah, I think there's also
Huh.
a thing about being too nice where like offering such a gift like that, there's bound to be some upsetness somewhere. And there's it's bad, you know what I mean? It's like it's like the whole problem about abundance. It's like abundance what's the thing about like more movie channels and like the more movie channels you have, the more unhappy you are or whatever because there's more
Oh.
choice. When you have such a
Yeah, yeah,
huge
yeah.
gift like that, it's like, well, it's such a huge value. We can do this. We don't have to pay. Then that there's this whole conversation that has to happen, and like both partners have to agree, but one partner already disagreed, but didn't probably talk to the other partner about it. So then you have this whole situation like being blown out of proportion. It's her fault. Like, let's be real. It's her fault for declining in the first place.
Yeah.
The right thing should have been, hey, let me talk to my husband and I'll get back to you, or my fiance and I'll get back to you.
Right, 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 right. That is monetarily what a generous offer, monetarily speaking, specifically, in only terms of money. But also, yeah, I can't imagine again, like I can't imagine like last minute double dating like a married couple's vacation time just on the whim. Be like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is like clearly a thing we had to plan out for a long time. This is not like on a whim. This is a thought out, deliberate vacation with us, a married couple. Oh yeah, tag along. It'll be fun. 2 more people. YOLO." That's crazy. Lamau. So I don't know about that either.
Yeah, that's such a weird offer. I mean, like I used to go on vacations with my best friend's family and everything, but that's a little different because it's like it's your sister-in-law. Like I don't know, it's kind of, and it's a whole wedding thing where like obviously, why would they go on your trip with you when they're probably planning their
Like they have a honeymoon thing. Yeah, they're
honeymoon?
doing their own
Yeah,
shit.
like that's kind of strange, but I don't know. Maybe their family's tight knit like that. I know some families are a little weird like that.
Brother, this one is insane. From OKG in 697. This is only 7 minutes ago, very recent. This one's insane. This is like a crazy one. Am I the asshole for emailing my girlfriend's company with her texts to her coworker? My man is a full narc out here. I don't know the context yet, but that's fucking crazy.
That's insane. Okay, I'll let him cook. I'll let him cook.
We're letting him cook. He is in the kitchen. We're about to see what Chef Dante has for us today. I, 38 male, am in a relationship with my girlfriend, 33. That's very funny the way he wrote this. I'm going to read this exactly the way he wrote it, and you'll see how funny it is. I, parentheses 38 male, parentheses, am in a relationship with my
40.
girlfriend.
Okay.
I'm in a relationship with my girlfriend, parentheses 33 female, parentheses, comma, 33 female.
Oh my god, so that's kind of like you're the 38, I'm 33 and gay, so kind of female or whatever. Okay. We have some ground here.
I keep forgetting you're 33 because you're aging haggardly, but that is true. That is true. You're so right. I keep slipping my mind. Whereas
Well,
I'm a Gen Alpha. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm just
I don't
a little
have
guy.
the 1/9 Native American genes that you have. You know?
Yeah. Well, I'm in communion with Mother Gaia, so I remain eternally youthful by connecting to the earth through my feeties.
Look, when I get my fucking Ozempic body going, I lose like 10 pounds in the face. I'm gonna look like a new dude. Trust.
Oh my god, is that on the horizon? Are we Ozempicing?
Maybe, dude. Maybe gotta do something.
You know, it's not related to Ozempic exactly, but I made microwaved eggs for the first time yesterday, and it blew my
That
mind.
sounds terrible. What the fuck?
Yeah, it would be terrible, wouldn't it? It would be fucking disgusting. It'd be so gross. And I read online a thing of if you just like you like scramble eggs with a little mayo and microwave it for like 35 seconds, it like comes out like a perfect omelet, like perfect scrambled eggs. And I was like, that can't be real.
Real
and then
eggs, or is it like the carton?
No, really,
like
cracked in fucking just cracked in a bowl. Yeah, real eggs. And yeah, just like a teaspoon of mayo, 2 eggs, scramble it, boom, in the microwave. No difference. It was exactly like pan scrambled eggs. Literally the fucking same. Fucking blew my goddamn mind. Anyway, Ozempic reminded me of eggs.
Sure.
So I don't have an explanation for that. So this guy, I am 38 male in a relationship with my girlfriend, 33 female, comma, 33 female. I don't know why he said it twice. That's insane. We live in Canada. I am self-employed in real estate and earn a good income, and she works in tech. Okay, so they're both doing well for themselves. Weird flex, but okay. A while ago, she switched jobs and joined a new company. Since then, she's become quite close with a coworker. I'll call him Navjeet. Gee, I wonder what his real name is. That's so specific. That's let's just make up a name. It could be anybody. Navjeet. That's the fake name we're going with here. I feel like that's his real name.
I think he's fighting for Pakistan at this very moment.
At this exact moment, brother. He's got his face painted.
He will be pilot.
He's at the function. Great. They message each other constantly, but this is all outside of work platforms, just regular texts, not company chat tools. I have access to her phone and I've looked through the messages with Navjeet. Honestly, I find a lot of it frustrating. Yuck. Yuck, yuck,
I
yuck.
have access to her phone.
I didn't
Fucking
like
first mistake.
I didn't
It was
like
crazy.
any of that at all. Top to bottom, I didn't like any of this.
That's crazy.
First of all, why are you
And-
looking through her phone? Second of all, why is she just openly cheating on you with Navjeet? Second
Well,
of all,
first-
why did you try to pretend Navjeet isn't his real name? That's fucking insane.
Why do we have full access to her fucking phone in the first place? Well,
It's
what's
all-
going
this
on
is
with
all-
that?
This is all bad. This is all bad.
Okay.
Whenever she talks about not getting promoted or having issues at work, he always takes her side. And the two of them blame sexism or office politics. Oh, he's trying to hit for sure. She does the same for him. Oh no, they're actually having sex. They
Well, it seems
also
like she works from home.
they also text during meetings. Make fun of
mean-
their manager, like asking if he's giving AI generated answers, mock coworkers, question their competence, and complain about others taking credit for her work. It all comes across as negative and unprofessional. Dude's getting cheated on in real time, dude. That's crazy. I've told her multiple times that she doesn't even need to work. I make more than
Yuck.
enough to support her and my daughter from a previous relationship.
Yuck. 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 Yuck.
If
yuck.
her job were really that bad, she would just leave, but she stays and keeps complaining. Another concern is that they sometimes discuss internal company matters over these personal texts. I'm not in tech, but it seems like it could be confidential information.
Are you the police, bitch? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Hold on. It doesn't seem like she's cheating. It seems like they both hate their boss.
Oh,
and they
she's
do what
definitely
we
cheating,
all
but-
fucking do. I don't know, dude. This guy seems fucking insane.
Well, he is insane. This
I
guy's
think he's
insane, and also she's sleeping with Navjeet.
Well, no, hold on. First of all, Navjeet could be a very lovely man who's already been wedded and has like maybe one or two wives. I don't know what they do over there, but
In
I'm
Canada?
sure.
In Canada?
No, but what I'm saying is this is
Uh-huh.
a story from a fucking weird maniacal control freak's perspective.
Yeah, this is
So
all
we gotta
problematic, for
understand
sure.
The story from this dude's writing this thinking he did nothing wrong.
Yes, which is weird and bad. He is definitely
Weird
wrong,
and bad and
for
terrible.
sure. He's definitely wrong.
I don't think she's doing anything wrong unless she's like sexting the dude.
To be clear, they're
He's
fucking
not
at the
mad.
office.
No. Well, she doesn't go to the office. That's the problem. No, the funny fucking thing is, he's not mad that they're talking. He's mad, literally in this message, he's mad that they're talking about work things outside of work programs. He's not mad that like they're talking. He's upset that she's like being negative and breaking rules.
Also,
What a
true.
fucking weirdo.
I think it's both.
I don't know. I don't know.
It sounds like
Anyway,
both to me.
I'm
But
sure
yeah,
more
he
will
is
reveal
definitely making
itself.
the point. Recently, I decided to send a copy of all their messages anonymously to our company's HR.
That's fucked.
I thought they should know what was going on. She found out because the HR person showed the text to her. According to her, HR apparently just deleted it, thought it was fake, and didn't take it seriously at all. Now she's
Well, yeah.
furious at me, saying I violated her privacy and that I have no right to interfere in her work. I feel like the messages were unprofessional, potentially harmful to the company, and she wasn't going to do anything about it herself. As a business's owner myself, oh wow, this guy does turbo suck. As a business's owner myself, I can see how I would like to know and wanted to stop it before it gets worse, which could be worse for her too. Tech companies have sued ex-employees for leaks, etc. Brother. Yeah, first of all, let her go be happy with Navjeet, dude. Step aside. This is crazy. Like, get out of here. Like, you know why she's
Dude.
fucking Najee at work? Because he doesn't look through her phone. Like, this is crazy.
Well, he didn't find anything incriminating. The only thing incriminating was she was talking shit about her boss and telling secrets on Telegram or whatever.
No.
She's not cheating. No, she's being a normal person, and
She's
this
for
dude's
sure
being a
cheating.
fucking creep, dude.
She's for sure cheating.
Nah,
Brother.
nah.
When your coworker's like, you not gonna get promotion? No, it's sexism. It's because you're a girl. Like, Navjeet's hitting.
Well,
for
no,
sure.
because Navjeet probably knows because they pass him up because he's brown. So he's probably like, bitch, I get it, bro. Like, hey, they
In
passed me
Canada?
up too. What?
In Canada?
Yeah, have you seen some shit from
No.
Canada?
That's a post-racial utopia. They don't have racism up there. That's what every Canadian tells me.
That's
There's no such
crazy.
thing as racism in Canada.
I think you've been misled.
No,
I think there's like
don't
one
think
pond
so.
out there where they don't do that.
One pond. That's so funny.
I'm an avid WoW player. I've played with a lot of Canadians. I've played with a very large population of Canada.
Oh my god, a large population of Canada.
Yes, there's usually about 5 to 6
Yeah,
in each raid team.
That's very funny. I'm gonna say it. A, he is for sure the asshole. B, he is for sure, he should be single. C, just let your girl go be happy with Navjeet, dog. This is fucking crazy. She clearly
Yeah, that's insane.
prefers a different type of vibe. I love you. You are unquestionably the asshole. That's so funny.
Yeah, I have to. I feel commanded to speak to him on this.
Dude really said, that's crazy. Dude really said, as a business's owner, I know what I would like as a boss, and my girlfriend isn't it. That's fucking crazy. That's insane. Wow, tough. Holy shit. All right. Let's that's so fucking funny. I want to find a good one. Sorting by new, we have to scroll down a little bit now because we've read a bunch of the top ones. Am I the asshole for not covering my roommate's shift? That's an interesting one.
What a I'm still mentally just
stun locked from that last one.
Stun locked from the dude just being like, this is normal, right, guys? I can go through my wife's phone and like send her HR team all the stuff, right? Like, what? What
Dude,
the fuck?
not his company. He doesn't work there. He doesn't know anyone that works there except
fucking
her.
Super cop? Like, what the fuck?
Don't you fucking dare in a million ever universes, don't you ever dare imply Leon S. Kennedy, the S stands for Super Cop, would ever fucking do that. How fucking dare you? Leon S. Kennedy, the S stands for Super Cop, would fucking never. He ain't no rat, dude. I'm not even a Resident Evil guy like that, and I will defend Leon Kennedy with my life.
How about this one? Am I the asshole for not replying to a friend who is oftentimes horrible at replying to my texts?
Oh, yeah, let me see. I'll find it real quick. I got you.
That seems like a drum.
Yeah, right up at the very top. I got you. Am I the asshole for not replying to a friend who is oftentimes horrible at replying to my texts? This is
right
from Weird Wealth 7998. Yeah, I don't think that seems pretty reasonable. His wife is a spy. Leon would never. I agree. I M30, he's a gun, and my friend M28, they're explosives, have been good friends for almost a year now. We live close to each other and go to the same gym and then hang out after the gym session, have a coffee and stuff to talk about, etc.
So they're gay. Got it.
He also doesn't know what etc. means. To talk about etc. doesn't mean anything. That's crazy. First, he made a boyfriend a while back, and his boyfriend. Oh, they are gay. That's really
God,
funny. Did you read ahead?
I did not read ahead. That was, I swear to God, you said the coffee thing. I was literally looking at Riverside. I wasn't even looking at it.
That's so fucking funny. First, he made a boyfriend a while back, and his boyfriend sort of lives a bit of a distance away, and he would hang out at his place more than his own, so we sort of drifted apart. He goes to a gym near his boyfriend's house and doesn't visit his home as much since. I don't have an issue with it. He is in a happy relationship and spends more of his time with him than his friends, and I respect that. But the actual problem is, he has a horrible response time to my texts. I don't expect him to reply to my messages immediately all the time. He can take as much time as he feels like. But it is a problem when it is time-sensitive stuff, like we are trying to make plans and he replies to me every 5 hours or so. By the time he replies, the day is already over and it is impossible to make plans anymore. A simple, quote, I am busy, let's not do it today, quote, sort of reply, parentheses, which won't take more than 10 seconds to text, quote, parentheses, would be fine since then I'd know how to plan the rest of my day. So the silence and me assuming we probably won't make a plan is sort of an infuriating situation that has been going on for a while now. I already have some thoughts, but we're only about halfway through. Let's see. I don't want to say anything crazy until we, find some more context. The other day, he texted me at 11 a.m. and said he'd like to hang out after gym if I'm going today. I texted him at 12 p.m. to say that I'm not going to gym today. At 1 p.m., I texted to say that I texted him at 12 to say I'm not going. At 1 p.m., I texted to say that I listened to the singer whose concert he invited me to, and I didn't like her song, so I wouldn't be going to the concert with him. And at 2 p.m., so this guy's triple texting, to be clear. This guy who's, am I the asshole for not replying, is also a triple texter. Interesting. And at 2 p.m., I texted him to say that if he still didn't go to the gym, I could grab my PC, work at the coffee place, and he'd join me later after his gym. Again, no reply until 6 p.m. Then he says, I've gone to gym already. I didn't see your messages. I'll cook, and then we can go to the coffee place if you want. Now, if it was a one-time thing, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But it's been going on like this for months now, so I didn't feel like replying. The next morning, yesterday, he texted a paragraph basically saying he thinks I didn't text on purpose and he is bothered by that. Well, I mean, he's right. He didn't text on purpose. That is, yeah. He is right. He asked to find a solution to it, which I would be more than happy to, but apparently texting isn't our strong communication style. So I said, okay, bro, we talk about that when we meet. Obviously, he never texted back, and now I see he blocked me on all social medias. Whoa, that escalated crazy. To me, this is practically ending a friendship. Okay, well, the OP is not that smart. And honestly, I don't feel like I have the energy to go through all this drama. I like him as a friend and his company, but I don't want to deal with this sort of shit as it is such an energy-consuming thing to me. My question is, I may be biased for myself, but am I the asshole in the end? Well, I'm going to say this. That's not practically ending a friendship. He blocked you on all social medias. That it happened.
I wonder. Is over now. So for someone to like go and block you, right? You have to be. Something has to have occurred multiple times, and I'm wondering. This is just me theory crafting here. I think when OP is upset, he ignores texts. And just is like, fuck you, whatever. I'll reply when, I feel like it. Which is fine. It's valid. But you're kind of like weaponizing the whole silence thing against somebody who, I mean, look, I have multiple friends who suck at responding or whatever. I'm not going to like fucking get it. Like you just kind of, at 30 years of age, you just kind of go, some people just suck at responding. Some people in their heads, like they come up with a response, but they don't like put it in words or whatever, or something that comes up, whatever. If you want to be friends with people, you kind of have to like take them with everything, their good parts and their bad parts. And if old boy just sucks at texting, like, what are you going to do? It just seems like you didn't want to be his friend anyway. Then if you're like, if the texting thing is really that bad for you, that you like, Just don't be his friend. Like, just move on. It's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That is so true and very valid to say that, like, you just have to, like, accept people where they're at, you know? You just meet them where they're at.
Yeah. Like, hey, dude, if you
Uh,
suck at texting, throw him a call. Be like, hey, just I'm calling because like I know you might not like get my text or something. Like, boom, boom, bosh, you want to do this, blah, 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 whatever. Voice memo, maybe throw a voice memo in there. We don't even have to like bring up the keyboard. Just hit that voice memo going type shit. You know?
I am so convinced that this is either fanfic or Homeboy just deliberately is being the most misinformative possible to paint this as though the blocking came out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
That's what it feels like to me because you don't go from a minor inconvenience to blocking right off the gate. You just don't do like that. Doesn't happen. I mean,
Because
it happens, but it doesn't
the other
happen very
guy,
often.
the other guy asked to find a solution. The next morning, parentheses yesterday, he texted a paragraph basically saying he thinks I didn't text on purpose. He is bothered by that. He asked to find a solution to it,
So he
which
picked
I
up
would be
on
more
the
than
fact
happy to.
you're bullshit.
Apparently, so I said, okay, bro, we talk about that when we meet. And then boom, immediately all block on every social from that interaction. I don't think so, buddy.
No.
I don't think so. You can't scam a scammer, son. I don't fucking think so, guy. I may be biased for myself, but am I the asshole in the end? He did say bro. He said, okay, bro, we talk about it when we meet. Yeah, he did say bro. So this is just a couple of gay gym bros, and one gets a boyfriend, and then that guy is like hybridating. And I guess that bothers OP. He just doesn't hang with hybridators like that. And then the next thing you know, he decides to like could have come a sarcastic. Oh, so I'm reading is like, okay, bro, we talk about that when we meet, and you're saying it could have in text been like, okay, bro, we'll talk about that when we meet. I see. Yeah, maybe. Possible. Interesting.
I feel like it's leaning towards everyone sucks, but also too like again, you got to meet your friends where they're at. Like you can't change them, so it's up to you to decide if you want to be friends with them or not because of their shortcomings. Like I couldn't be further. I couldn't be more on that stance, and it seems like again, friend is upset because other friend doesn't respond. So then you retaliated by basically doing what he does. But obviously he's gonna pick up on that because you always respond to him. So he knows
Yeah,
you're being a
triple
dick.
texter.
Yeah, you're
Right.
being a dick. And then he's trying to talk to you in text about coming up with a solution, and then you hit him with, "We'll just talk about it when we meet." What's that supposed to mean, bro? That means you actually do have a problem, and you're just not telling me. Seems kind of sus because one person's
Yeah.
chilling, just doing his normal thing, and you're upset at he's doing his normal thing. I don't know. Now, I will say the second paragraph, he got a boyfriend a while back, and his boyfriend sort of lives a bit of a distance away.
Yeah, so he hangs out at his place more than at his own.
I'm just gonna go out and say it. There might be some frustration sexually there. I'm not gonna lie. There might be some jealousy afoot because now the boyfriend's taking more time, and he doesn't have his like homeboy time anymore. Maybe friends with benefits, even because we're not going to a coffee shop and just hanging out. What the fuck is that? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean?
Just talk about stuff, to talk about etc. Ain't no way they're talking about etc. You think they're like slamming hams, huh? You
Well,
think
I got a
there's some-
response. If you could imagine, I got a response from my message.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I got
was
a
it
response.
from Young Evening Water?
Well, no. It's Weird Health. The not replying to the friend.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, I got a response literally right now.
As in real time? Oh my
In
gosh.
real time, I literally 2 minutes ago, and his reply is 1 minute ago. He
And
didn't call me or try to communicate in any way after my text. I don't. Uh, I mean, I don't know, bro. That's kind of
you know what could have happened?
the boyfriend was like, "Hey, dude, this guy is kind of upset. You're
Yeah.
not spending time with him. Like, you need to cut that shit out."
He's like, hey, why is this guy so tilted he doesn't have access to you? What the fuck is that about? Like,
Maybe, but I don't
is this
know.
like were you guys slamming hams? No one gets coffee and just talks to hang out at coffee, bro. And then next thing you
Well,
know.
gays can have gay friends. I'm not really on board with like gays can't be have friends or
No,
whatever,
I'm
but
saying maybe
like
that guy said it.
maybe
Because
it's so
there's
weird
like
though.
territorial types out there. You know what I mean? There's like insecure types.
Well, yeah.
It could have been
Just
like a you got a blocker at moment.
out of the blue though, on every social is insane. Like if you and I have never had an issue before and we have a tussle and we take it to DMs, the friendship shouldn't be done because we have one issue, right? Now if it's like every pod we're doing a pod and then we're having blows after stream or something, okay, maybe the friendship needs to end or something. But like if we're having one issue, if you're saying, "Hey, we've had this one issue and he like randomly deleted me," that just seems really weird to me. I don't know. I still think kind of
Yeah.
sus.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
I see. We're accusing this man of being just another quote lying gay. Fascinating.
And you know,
Fascinating.
I don't want to do that to my people like that, right? Like I don't want to do that to my people, but
True.
it sounds like something else was afoot and we're not getting
Mhm.
like the full story. We're getting like the sanitized Reddit
Sure.
story, but something feels a little off. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
that's just
well,
me, you
if it
know?
makes you feel any better, I throw the straights under the bus all the time. So,
And I don't even think he's the problem here. But I do think there's like some fishy stuff going on.
not the fishy stuff, not the
But
vichyssoise.
well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't understand the whole like not match the energy, but just accept your friends for who they are, and then you won't have
Sure.
issues like this. You won't get mad and ignore them.
Also, hey, real quick, he is saying that guy is like shit at texting, eh?
Yeah, he knows.
But he
This.
also said he would text him every few hours. Bro, I don't text a motherfucker for a week. What do you mean
Yeah, I know that's
5
right.
hours?
Sometimes
Like,
you don't even text. Even the week goes by.
That's
They
what
don't
I'm
even get a
saying.
text.
For real. Motherfuckers just don't be hearing from me on God. I'm like, I don't know, bro. So like if someone's out here like, yeah, they're only texting me like every several hours. I don't got anybody I text every several hours except Babe, and that's because we text every 2 seconds. Like several hours every day?
I mean, I
I'm
have friends
texting the
I
same
talk
motherfucker every
to.
couple hours every day? What the
I have
fuck?
friends that I will talk to every day. But I mean, I guess that just becomes more of being a streamer or whatever. But yeah, strange, huh? Just kind
Like,
of
even when I was,
goofy.
like, popping in Yu-Gi-Oh!, I wasn't sending good morning, good nights to the boys. That's crazy, let alone a fucking
Oh, I don't think that's crazy. I think you might be on a hill with that. I think talking to your boys and being like,
No, I'm saying, like, as a bad texter, right? As a bad texter in
oh, sure, sure,
particular.
sure, sure, sure.
As an acknowledged, like, I don't be like that.
Sure, yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
it seems like this guy doing a message every 5 hours is, like, crushing me. Like, he's like, if I'm a bad texter, this
Yeah.
guy has gotta be at least mid, right? Like, goddamn. Like, that's
Yeah, every
not
5 hours isn't terrible. That's like the same day still.
that's, like, a few times a day. That's, like, depending on how like, when it lines up, if you're awake for, 16
It's
hours in a row,
impossible
pretty
to make
normal.
plans anymore.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
damn, message him earlier. Like, what do you mean?
yeah.
Hit him the night before. What are we talking about?
Yeah, or just like plan a day ahead, bro. Like if
That's
he's
what yeah,
texting
hit
every
him the
five
night
hours,
before.
just plan a day ahead.
For real. Yeah, weirdo, weird time.
And
I
here's the
think
deal,
Homeboy had a bit
right?
of a crushy wushy.
Your homie is going to the gym at 11 a.m. You could have just changed your schedule to hang out with him because, like, that's the concession you make, right? If homie is says he's going to the gym at 11, he's like, hey, you want to come? He reached out to you and said, hey, you want to come? You reached out an hour later and said, hey, I'm not going to the gym today. You could have went to the gym today. Nothing stopped you from going to hang out with your friend at the gym.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like it does seem like maybe he has to be in control. He has to be in charge. I don't know. We're just adding context onto it, but it does seem a little bit like maybe we're a little jelly at the new BF.
Yeah,
The
that's what I'm
the
saying.
friends with benefits is kind of upset that he's now just a friend without the benefits. He's been kind of cut out of that picture a little bit.
This one's also drum.
Ooh, I
This
love
one's
drama.
drum and it's gross.
Dramas.
Us. Am I the asshole for feeling hurt that my boyfriend is going to Japan alone? Oof. That sucks.
Well, what kind of relationship are we talking about? Long term or what? Let's get into it.
I am
Let's see.
currently in a relationship, and my boyfriend told me he's going to Japan next year. I also found out that he already bought the ticket to go to Japan alone next year. This was
Oh.
surprising to me because we had talked in the past about wanting to go and experience Japan together for the first time.
No, not like this.
I was utterly shattered and heartbroken hearing this, as I don't know how to express my disappointment, and I am also battling with my thoughts that this is okay and he's able to travel alone. I don't mind him traveling alone elsewhere, but not Japan.
Not in a different country, motherfucker. That's crazy. Not after we talked about it.
Like, hey, we want to do this together for our first time together. We both want to go experience Japan together. And he's like, psych, bitch, I have a flight. Next year, by the way, which means he bought that ticket and he was like, yeah, I already know that she's not going to matter to me in a year from now. That sucks.
That's diabolical, yeah.
He explained that he prefers going alone because he wants to travel at his own pace, visit many places efficiently, and not have to adjust to someone else's speed or preferences. He also mentioned that traveling with me will make him unhappy because our travel styles are different. For example, I prefer to take things slower and enjoy places more, while he likes to move quickly. He also mentioned about money that he had to spend extra and my stamina, which I have a hernia and I need more breaks. He said, bitch, I'm not taking you to Japan. You got a hernia and you move slow.
Well, first of all, let's get the hernia fixed. We have a year. Like, just get the hernia fixed. First of all, let's see a doctor.
Yeah, you can't just let a hernia rock.
Yeah, we can fucking just get the hernia fixed.
Yes.
And then you still are able to travel.
You need to do that. But like, wow.
But anyway, neither here nor there.
This, so far in the first two paragraphs, this is a breakup. I'm going to say that. This is a breakup immediately. I'm not like a little breakup, like a fuck you breakup.
That's so tough.
That 100%. Instantaneously, psych bitch, when you get on that plane, you coming back alone, motherfucker, just like you left. From a logical perspective, I understand that it's his money and it's his choice, and I know people are going to have different travel preferences. I'm not trying to control what he does. You know what? Motherfucker should be a little more comfortable being a little more controlling. I'll say it. I'll say it. You could be a little bit, you could control what he does a little bit by proxy of the way that he needs to be considerate. You could hold him accountable for being considerate.
I'm getting hit with that PTSD with the it's my choice thing. No, bitch. You're in a relationship, probably a long-term relationship. It stops being your choice when you decide to bring someone else into the fold. Sorry, not sorry. I don't give a fuck.
Even if they've been dating for like 2 weeks, if this trip isn't next week, it's next year, which means by the time the trip happens, you'll be in a relationship with someone for a year. You can't not. And then also, you have had expressed the opinion that you want to, yeah, we both want to experience it together for the first time.
Well, he obviously lied because he actually wants to experience it alone because she's too slow.
Yeah, right. Jesus. It's been 3
And it
weeks and I still
seems
feel
like
Oh, go ahead.
oh,
No,
good.
please, please.
Sorry.
No, please.
No, I was gonna
Let's
say
go.
from what was talked about, it seems like they talked about the trip and then he acted on it. It didn't seem like he had tickets for the trip. They talked about the trip, and then he's like, "Oh shit! By the way, I have a trip." You know what I mean? It seems like they talked about it.
He bought the ticket after.
Yeah, which
For
is
sure.
fucked. Which is fucked.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
like really
fucked.
bad. That's
Because
like
I
turbo
see
not
a
it.
world where like I meet somebody and it's been 2 weeks, and I tell them, "Hey, by the way, before we met, I have some concerts and or traveling that I have pre-purchased, and I have all these things for. Like, is that okay with you? Like, again, I don't want to cancel these things as I put money because flights you can't really get refunds on. Like, I'm not going on a flight because I didn't happen to meet you 2 weeks before I did this thing. So, like, in that case, I would have the conversation. It wouldn't be like a surprise, but I'd be like, hey, just so you know, this is happening. Is that fine? And if it's not fine, maybe we shouldn't be together because that's going to cause problems. Like,
Right.
you know, unfortunately. But fuck, that's crazy. Holy
That is
shit.
insane, actually.
That's fucking diabolical.
Bro, it's been 3 weeks and I still feel really hurt and left out. For me, going to Japan felt like something special we would experience together, especially since neither of us have been there before. And there will never be another first time if he goes there.
Well, that's
Also,
true.
knowing that he planned it on his own and is going without me makes me feel like I'm not being considered or prioritized. Oh, but they spelled it
No.
with an S, so they're European. I'm trying to figure out whether I'm being unreasonable and overly emotional about this. I don't know if this is just a difference in expectations in a relationship or if my reaction is too much. I want to be a better person about how I feel and not be an asshole for overthinking the situation that might lead to resentment. Am I the asshole for feeling this way? TLDR, my boyfriend bought a ticket to go to Japan alone, even though we talked about going together for the first time. He says he prefers traveling solo due to different travel styles, but I feel hurt and left out. Am I the asshole? Yeah, it sounds like he is not suited for a relationship in the first place. Like, he would have to be operating in a worldview where he thinks it's acceptable, right? To say, I prefer traveling solo and will execute on that. Also, I have a relationship that I will pause every time I travel indefinitely. Fuck you. That's crazy. I mean, I just said a bit ago on a different one that I think it's insane to go on a trip without your partner in the first place, let alone to be like, you're not allowed to come with me. You do not have permission to tag along. That's like devastating.
Yeah, that's fucking tough.
No way.
That's fucked.
Like, I usually don't reply to these, but I'm gonna reply to this one. I'm replying.
I've replied to everyone. I feel like it's too good not to.
Join the conversation. Not the asshole. Also, your boyfriend needs to be an ex immediately, post haste, forthwith, and without looking back. That dude,
that's
turbo fucking sucks. Holy comment. That's insane. Like, yeah, that is, to be clear, the underreaction of a lifetime to be like, yeah, well, you know, it's just that I feel unvalued or whatever, and I haven't been able to shake the feeling of being unvalued. And also, he betrayed this like conversation we had with a really meaningful thing that like there's no takebacks on.
That's fucked,
Anyway,
man.
just checking in. No, you should be a lot madder, actually.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's just fuck.
Oh. Also, he bought the ticket and then told her. Bro. Imagine. Not even like, hey, I think I'm gonna like fly solo on this one, I'm gonna buy a ticket. He said, hey, I bought a ticket. Anyway, you're not invited to the trip that we talked about doing together. That's a betrayal is what it is.
Yeah.
And psychotic.
Anime betrayal. That is what that is.
Yes. That's fucking crazy. Yuck. I'll say this too. Well, first of all, a string of not the assholes. It's almost all not the assholes so far. There was just that one dude who reported his girl to HR, but
Yeah.
pretty good streak so far. Pretty good streak. But if you, and I mean this so sincerely, if you are in a relationship, it's not you no more, baby. It's we, bitch. Like, it's us all of a sudden, motherfucker. You don't get to just be like, well, it's my money and I don't like your travel style. Then you don't have a relationship, dog, or you don't travel. Pick. Like, what do you mean, dog? There's too many motherfuckers out here who are too willing to, like, they want to, like, fucking single date. Like, I want a relationship that's just kind of, like, passively waiting for me as I do single shit, and then if I have a free moment, I also have a relationship that's, like, chilling at my convenience. Like, no, that's not, no.
I want to have a relationship, but I also don't want to be inconvenienced whatsoever.
Yeah.
No, that's not how that works.
It's like those motherfuckers who buy a bunny for Easter and then, like, throw it away on the the next Thursday.
It's the Christmas puppy situation.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be so fun and cool to have a dog? Like, you know, the kind of dog that doesn't make any noise or damage anything or do anything and doesn't inconvenience me or take any time. But, like, if I look in a room, there's a dog there sometimes. And it's like, that's not how a dog is. That's not how pets are. Like, homeboy's like, I want a relationship, except also, I want to be completely inconsiderate and do whatever I want all the time. And there's no compromising. And also, I'm going on this trip despite our conversation because it just doesn't fit in with my vibe. Lol. Like, I hate that guy. I can't express enough. I hate that guy. Fuck that, dude. Like, I understand that I'm kind of the performative male feminist here and that's, like, fine or whatever, but, like, dude, motherfuckers, men have to be better than that. You gotta be better than that. Come on, guy. Like, I'm begging you. Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
A good one. I have a good one.
Which one?
It's not too far down either. It's, am I the asshole for not paying half month's rent after moving out?
All right.
I feel like there might be some ill intentions going on. There might be some.
Woo, this one's a word block.
Feeling.
Okay, from No Wave 6966. Let's see what we got here.
You're on the chopping block.
True. Am I the asshole for not paying a half month's rent after moving out? I am moving out of my current apartment in New York, March 31st, to live on my own. I see someone's doing well for themselves. Jesus Christ. I have lived in this apartment with my roommate for 3 years, but have wanted to live on my own for a while and recently landed a job with an income that allowed me to make that move. The lease I was on was set to end April 1st, and in January, I informed my roommate I did not want to sign a new lease, and we agreed that she would sign a new lease on her own, with the intent of finding another roommate to sublet when I move out. At the end of February, I started looking for apartments and made it clear as my intention to move out by April, and that at the latest May 1st, which is weird because that's a month after the lease, but okay, bitch, I hear you. I found an apartment March 13th, and I signed a lease soon after. To ensure I had given 1 month notice, I told my roommate I would be moving out April 1st, but I would pay rent until April 15th. And if something went badly and she needed help covering beyond what I would try to help her out because she is my friend. I feel like something happens in the next paragraph where they are no longer friends.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that too.
Like, I feel like my spidey sense is tingling. I'm having a bit of precognition. She posted a listing for a roommate the same day I gave her my notice, got over 30 inquiries, and started interviewing people. I noticed she was dragging her feet a little in locking someone down, and now we're a little over 2 weeks away from when I said I would pay rent until April 15th. Although I will be moving out by March 31st. Today, she selected someone who is first able to move in May 1st, and I fully expected me to just cover that half of the month's rent. Okay, first of all, pause. Do you not pay monthly when you're renting a place? Is it an every 2 weeks deal? I've never rented a New York apartment. Surely you pay rent once a month.
You might have a monthly payment, but you could break it up into multiple, like, you know what I mean?
Like
Send
this
Loveland.
bitch is saying like I'm gonna be there for half of the month, but I want a prorated part of. I'm only paying for 15 days because I am out of here. But also blatantly said if something went badly and needed help covering beyond, I'd try to help out. But not for that 15 days where the roommate can't make it in there. Fuck you, lol, figure it out. I'm gonna keep reading before I get too judgy, but I'm already like, fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
We will
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her the benefit of like holding. I'm gonna reserve judgment. I'm a reserve judgment. Today she selected someone who is first able to move in May 1st and fully expected me to cover that last half of the month's rent. I told her that I had given notice for April 15th, and while I had offered to help her if she was put in a bad situation, like someone dropping out last minute, I didn't think it was fair for her to just expect me to cover a half month's rent because of the preferences of her and this future roommate. She said with the listing, it was to be expected there were people interested who could move in May 1st, but in my eyes, the responsibility of the half month that would not get paid would then either be put on my current roommate or the person moving in, not on me. The person who has moved out and gave a month's notice, I think the issue of the 2 weeks rent should be discussed and decided with my current roommate and the person moving in, and I no longer bear any responsibility. I consider my current roommate a friend, and I was trying to do the right thing to express that I would support her if something went badly with her roommate's search and she was left without anyone on April 15th. And now I feel my goodwill has been exploited. It feels very inconsiderate that she would just assume I would pay up more because she wants to choose someone who has to move in later. There is an added bitterness there as well, because when I brought up that I thought it was unfair to have me pay, she immediately said that she couldn't just cover 2 weeks' rent, even though she has had a stable and higher income than me for a long time, and I'm going into debt to make this move happen. Do I owe her these 2 weeks' rent? Am I being unfair in not wanting to pay?
I mean, were you there for the 2 weeks?
She's going to be there until April 15th. She's refusing to pay for April 16th through 30th. Because the new roommate shows up on the 1st of May, which means her current friend will be just like having to figure out how to come up with this money for that 2-week period. Because I guess they pay bi-weekly rent, which I've never fucking heard of in my life. But regardless, she offered to pay if something went bad and she was left without anyone on April 15th. Her words. She's not going to have anyone on April 15th. Here we are. But now she's saying it wasn't something went bad. You just picked someone who couldn't get in until the 1st. You picked bad, so fuck you. The friend is not classifying it that way. The friend is saying, well, you just should have picked someone who could move in on the 16th then, idiot.
Yeah, the friend shouldn't have said they were going to help pay if they couldn't find anybody. Probably.
Yeah, and if you are saying that, then you should fucking do that then. Also, if you're saying I'm going into debt to make this move happen,
that's on you.
Yeah, no one like forced you to do that. No one strong-armed you there. In fact, you're inconveniencing people to do it, including yourself. So like, this is you selfishly chasing a whim, and it's fine to be selfish in this way. That's a fine selfishness to have. But also, like, let's not act like life forced your hand. You made this choice, and you chose to say, you're my friend, I'll help out, and then chose to say the circumstance wherein you need help is not, like, worthy enough for my charitability, so get fucked. That's deeply fucking weird. And it makes perfect sense for someone from New York. Lol. Throw New York under the bus. I'm gonna do that.
Well, I don't want to. I've said a lot of crazy things about New York.
I'll throw New York under the bus, and then you can throw India under the bus, and that's the trade.
Well, I think India threw India under the bus. I don't think I have to do that. Actually, the dirt from under the bus is what the water's made out of over there. So like
Oh my god. I see.
the the fucking dirt fly water over there is not look, I've
Jesus.
seen the TikToks.
I've
You
seen the
can't tell
TikTok.
me. Fucking breaking ice with your fucking bare hands and I'm gonna drink that shit. You're crazy.
Oh
Got
my god. Yeah,
dysentery for
those drink
7
carts
weeks.
are
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. La Mal. You know how it is. Sometimes it just be like that. And now we're back.
well, because here's my thing, right? Is like if you why offer to help out and then be like, well, actually, she makes more money than me, and also I'm going into debt anyway. So like, you know what I mean? Like, why are you backpedaling? Why are you being a bitch? Like,
Yeah.
either you can afford to help and you should do the right thing and help because she's going to be on her own for 2 weeks, which is a problem. And this is your friend of 3 years, allegedly. Or don't offer to help. Like, you're destitute and you're a poor, dumb bitch and you've made a terrible choice that you can't financially sustain. And fucking that's fine. But also, that's where we're at now. So don't offer to help if you can't. And if you can, do. Don't be a fucking little pussy bitch idiot. Right? Like, I know I'm coming in hot on that one, but like I feel like I'm right, no?
Yeah. Yeah, she gave an offer. She did not stand firm on her offer. She then rescinded her offer and then came up with excuses why she couldn't do it because her friend's better off. And hey, guess what? If you are doing a cross country move,
I
or
don't even think
cross
it's cross.
city move,
Yeah.
whatever, and you're going into debt to do it, I guess you didn't actually have the funds to move in the first place, so you shouldn't have moved.
Yeah.
And people are gonna
Yes.
hate that. But hey, unfortunately, you can only live within your means. And
Conveniently, they don't say
yeah,
how much debt, by the way. Like, it might be just be like, oh, I had to put like 800 on a credit card. But like they said they got this fancy new job, so it'll be paid off in 2 months anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. Like, is this 10 grand of debt, or is this like what kind of debt are we
her
talking about?
her friend was nice enough to let her even live there for half a month anyway. So you
After like
should
breaking the after like, hey, I'm not
yeah.
signing the new lease, and she just gets to, like, vibe check the couch for 2 weeks. Yeah, dude, fuck all this, man. Right?
Yeah, your friend did you a solid and you kind of went around and fucked them up. That's crazy.
Yeah. And like you're like willing to like it just seems to me that trying to like reverse engineer a justification of how in this unique circumstance, because it was her choice to get someone who moves on the first, I'm not obligated anymore because like well, I'm not the one that chose someone who couldn't move in sooner. Like, bitch, shut
Yeah, hey,
the entire fuck up.
how about we don't move the goalpost on our fucking friends?
Yeah, truly.
How
Or
about
just
we do
admit
that?
she wasn't your friend in the first place, which I guess is, I mean, there's that too. But like, Jesus Christ. I just can't get behind it. Audio listeners, you don't have the context of this next thing I'm about to say because there's a hiccup and there was, you know, some time between recording or whatever. But like, this generation of individuals that exist right now in the year 2026, people aged anything, just whatever, just like 1 to 4,000, I don't care. But like, pick the humans living on Earth right now are the most psychotically self-centered pieces of shit that could possibly exist. Just everything about society is structured in a way that people are being manufactured to be completely self-centered dickheads. If you are audio listener right now, listening to this right now, and that doesn't apply to you, congratulations, you're in the top 1% of people who are fucking just normal and cool. You know what I mean? Like, people actually people don't realize, I don't think, that like however bad you think people are, they're probably worse. Because statistically, you haven't met the biggest piece of shit on the planet.
Yeah.
So, like, keep in mind that the motherfuckers you meet on the day-to-day, even the bad ones, are still statistically within average. It gets worse. And there's a lot of people. So, like, fucking be nicer to motherfuckers for real. just just be nicer to people as a whole. Holy shit. God bless. Yeah, that is, like, actually unthinkable. And to, like, call them a homie even, like, "Yeah, they're my friends, so I offered to pay." And it's like, "Did you though?" Sounds like you want the good guy credit, pat yourself on the back for saying you offered to pay, and then you're looking for any way to not do that. Like, even the way she
Yeah.
phrases it, "Do I owe her these weeks of rent?" No, you don't owe anyone anything. It's just the right thing to do based on the circumstance you've described.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're the one who said you would help them on the if they couldn't find anybody for the 15th. You didn't specifically say, well, unless you find somebody and they can't move in the 15th, but you just decide to go with them. Like, uh, hey, if you didn't mean it and you didn't want to stick to it, you shouldn't have said it. And that's always the problem, it seems
Yeah,
like.
right.
Yeah, just if you want to be a bad friend, then that's fine. That's on you. But you shouldn't be using Reddit to figure out if you can get out of a situation that you got yourself in. That's kind of goofy. Like, just pay whatever it is. And I get it, you're going into debt for moving. Well, that's a you problem, not a her problem. She actually did you a fucking solid. So the fact you're trying to get one over on her, even though she put her neck out to help you, it's
Right.
just fucked.
It's actually unthinkable for real. Like, I strictly don't understand.
And then people are like, not the asshole. Like, come on, guys.
Are they?
Yeah, yeah. There's plenty of not the assholes in here. It's crazy.
Yuck. I saw the second one said kind of the asshole.
Not the asshole. You gave plenty of notice and were upfront about your plans. It's not your fault. It took her time finding a new roommate. Hello? Did you skip the part where you said after April 15th, if she didn't find anybody, you would help pay? Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I like the one that said kind of the asshole, but I wish you had said fully the asshole, Lamau.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough, man.
Yeah, for sure.
This
Everyone
name
sucks here. You mean the roommate
Yeah.
that let her stay? That's fucking crazy.
The roommate who did absolutely nothing wrong in any capacity.
Well, you know what the problem is? There's 3 paragraphs, and that's too much cognitively for most people to read. So they
Well, that's fucking
probably
true.
couldn't like get all the information together. It's longer than a TikTok, so they couldn't figure it out.
I know that's right.
That's crazy. Like, do I
Holy
owe her
shit.
rent? No, you don't owe her rent technically, but you did say you would help. So why don't you just help and be a good friend? Like, I don't. So crazy.
No, this one's so good. This one's so fucking good, man. Oh. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. I muted to cough and then I couldn't unmute Lamau. Okay, this is fucking insane.
Yeah,
Am I the asshole? This is from Mrs. Patat.
Mrs.
Am-
Patat.
Patat. Am I the asshole for lying to a friend group member because I refused to change hangout date for the Super Mario movie with my friends? I love everything about this title. This is incredible
happening?
title. Am I
Sure.
the asshole for lying to a friend
To a
group
friend
member
group.
because I refused to change the hangout date for the Super Mario movie with my friends?
Wait, I must something must not be the wires must not be hidden right. Am I the asshole for lying to a friend group member
Yes.
because I refuse to change hangout dates?
For the Super Mario, movie
movie.
with my friends.
I don't.
I love
Is
this.
the lie that you couldn't change it? We should dive in for sure.
I, 19 female, I'm imagining this is Brooke. I, 19 female, have
Brooke
a
and
large
Avon.
friend group. That's right. Have a large friend group where I help lonely neurodivergent youths make friends. She's a Twitch streamer. That's
It's
cool.
actually just Brooke.
It's actually his Brooke. We regularly hang out, especially in the weekends. Most of us are around 17 to 24 years old. We agreed to go and watch the Super Mario movie as our next hangout, and everybody was looking forward to it. She didn't say that, but I had to finish the sentence. It drives me insane she didn't say that. The original date planned was for next Wednesday due to Easter break from college. However, due to work and college assignments, majority wouldn't be able to make it. I was really excited to watch it on the launch date. But apart from having empathy for most of the group, I also turned out to have many assignments due in a very short period of time, which I haven't started yet. Therefore, I moved the movie night to Saturday of next week. Everyone agreed with my decision. Okay. I intended to book the tickets for me and my boyfriend only, and the rest will book too, but I forgot to book my tickets because I was tired and took a nap. This is Brooke. Brooke made this. This is Brooke's burner account. This is crazy. When I woke up, one of the members who's a single mom. Oh no. Dude, this is going to be so fucked. I can tell this is so fucked. I intended to book the movie tickets for me and my boyfriend only, and the rest will book too, but I forgot to book my tickets because I was tired and took a nap. When I woke up, one of the members, who's a single mom, 26 female, we'll call her R, was telling me her friend, 24 female, who's severely autistic, couldn't make it last minute, and she told me she was crying and her mom was contacting her. R asked if I can change the date, but I told her that me and my boyfriend already booked the tickets. After I told R, I immediately went to book the tickets so she wouldn't find out I was lying. I felt guilty that her friend couldn't come to the movie night, but I wasn't willing to change the date again, as it would affect everybody and it wouldn't be fair on them. The single mom and her friend don't work or attend college at the moment, so as far as I know, but most of my friends do. The week after movie night, we have a party, so we can't go. We have a party, so we can't go, and plus our Easter break. Oh, this is written kind of stupid, but I'm going to fix it in post. The week after movie night, we have a party, so we can't go, and plus our winter break would be over, and us college students have a heavy load of assignment dates during the month of April. So am I the asshole? That
I feel like
is
you're the asshole,
so funny.
right? Like,
So let's examine what actually occurred here. Let's break it down.
sure.
There's a full group who wanted to go on opening night, couldn't make it, moved it to the following Saturday. So it's already been changed one time, and scheduling anything with a group kind of sucks.
Yeah. Especially if
had
you're all neurodivergent.
Well, yes. So fucking true. So so I'm told. And she has the intention to book her tickets, but didn't get to it because she fell asleep. When she wakes up, she has someone saying, "Hey, I need to change this thing." And she's like, "Psych, I already bought them, lol." Because she doesn't want to change the date again and like affect the whole group. Net result, everything is fine except this one 24-year-old female severely autistic friend can't make it. And now she's trying to say it wouldn't be fair to the rest of the group to try to change the date to work around this one person last minute. So her lie was actually to benefit the group. She's trying to frame this as like, I told a fib, however, that fib was very intentionally like to save the homies. I don't think she's trying to be a hero here, but she is trying to say she's not an asshole for it.
Trying to not be an asshole really hard.
I'm gonna say something crazy. Seems fine.
She didn't have to lie. Like, why are we lying? You fell asleep and you didn't have tickets. I mean, I don't know. She could have easily moved it.
You know what she
Well,
could have
no.
done is just like see the text, go buy the tickets, and then text, "Hey, I already bought the tickets." And she kind of chose to do that.
Well,
She just did it in the opposite
she
order,
did it in the
knowing that was
opposite
what she was gonna
order.
do anyway.
One
So
could have been an interesting not lie, but also kind of like morally
duplicitous for
gray.
sure. Yeah,
Morally
duplicitous
gray.
for sure. Not great.
And then
Should
the other one is like lying.
yes. Yeah, not great. I do feel like I kind of sympathize with her from the perspective of, and I'm going to really preface this. She made the observation. She specifically said, I have a large friend group where I help lonely neurodivergent youths make friends. So the friend group itself is kind of a neurodivergent hotspot. It's really popping in the neurodivergent scene. And as a result, rescheduling that probably would suck insanely. That's not like a little reschedule. That would, depending on the size of the group, that would be shit to reschedule.
Yeah.
And if we're going to play the trolley problem, she was like, I can inconvenience one neurodivergent or many. And she chose the one. I kind of feel like trolley problem would suggest that she like saved lives here.
I don't know. I think I have to lean more towards the asshole.
Think so?
You didn't have to lie. You didn't have to lie to your friends.
I guess she could have said that it would be unfair to people to have to reschedule now at this extreme last minute.
When your whole thing is between whenever you're in a bind, and your first go-to is I'll just lie. Hey dude, your brain's wired a little wrong. Like, why don't we go through the process of maybe going like, hey, you know, it wouldn't be fair to the whole group if I changed literally last minute for like you guys. I'm sorry. There will be other movies.
Well, that is also a thing that you say to someone with the implication that they'll understand. But in this instance, it seems like she's dealing with someone who is maybe not so understanding, doesn't have that social etiquette.
Will end up being they'll find out eventually somehow. It always comes out. And that's
I don't
the
see how
problem.
they could.
Well, because like, what if they ask the boyfriend, like, "Oh, you guys got these really good tickets," and he'll be like, "Yeah, she just bought them." And it's like,
Well,
"Oh,
no,
wait a minute."
That's
like,
what she's saying. It was like she bought it like an hour later than she already would have. It was like same day and in fact same afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the lying part.
I don't think there's a way she gets caught here. I think it's honor system, but also lying is not good.
Well, it's the
to be
dishonor
clear.
system because she lied.
True.
It's the dishonor
true.
system, actually.
You lied, then immediately booked tickets so the lie would become true. That's not scheduling conflict. That's just covering your tracks in real time. You're the asshole, says Wrong Cucumber. On the opposite side, Glam Valentina says not the asshole. You already moved the date once to accommodate the majority. You can't keep rescheduling for everyone's conflicts, especially when it affects the whole group. The lie was unnecessary, but understandable given the pressure. One person missing a movie is unfortunate, but not your responsibility to fix.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Now you were saying you comment on all of these. Hey, did you comment on this one?
I have not written my comment yet. No.
I see. I'm going to go ahead and comment. Trolley problem would suggest you saved lives. Not the asshole. Inconveniencing one to spare the many. a regrettable but noble choice. Stop lying. Lol. Stop lying, but also I get it. Although it is now telling me that I spelled regrettable wrong, and I don't think that's true.
I have posted my post.
Why do men lie? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I said you're the asshole for lying to your friends. You could have easily told the truth, and the situation never would have needed. You never would have needed to come to Reddit in the first place.
I don't know that she could have told the truth.
I think she could have.
Because the truth here, I feel, would lead to more problems.
Lying is like
more truth, more problems.
Lying is the gateway
Opiate of
drug.
the frail? Oh, go ahead.
And so once you start lying, you never stop lying. And you keep doing it more and more and for more things. So it's a movie this time. And next time it's cocaine and hard drugs. You know what I mean? It's really that.
Yeah.
It's really that simple.
Which is frustrating because for problems like this, it's the ideal perfect answer. So like, it's a shame that it's so morally bad and also inadvisable.
Because you're like
that's
inconveniencing one of your friends who they're coming to you and they're upset. And I get that like lying in that instance maybe would have caused them a little less grief. But if they were ever to find out you did lie at some point because you accidentally slip or something or say something dumb and it's like, oh, I thought that like you actually blah, 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 this or that or the other. Then it becomes a situation of like, hey, we could have just avoided this whole thing by like being truthful and being like a good friend and being like, hey, like, we can't just like change the thing we've had set up for like a month because blah, 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 whatever.
I feel like that leaves room for them to be like, no, my friend is severely autistic. This would really fuck them up. You have to. Please, you have to.
Be like, no. I would then say, well, I'm sorry. I just don't lie to my friends.
I think that just leaves room for problems.
Here for me, I like to treat people, I don't treat people differently. And so
I'm super ableist, so I do though. I'm a hyper ableist is the thing.
Yeah, so I'm not treating them different because I think they can't handle something. I'm not going to make that judgment for them. I'm going to treat them like a normal human being like everyone else should.
Not me, bro.
Yeah.
Special treatment all day.
Yeah. That's not my vibe.
All I do is treat people differently, whether they're different or not. I treat everyone the same in the sense that I treat everyone different. I guess I'm just noble like that. You know what I mean?
So true, bestie.
Love Mao.
Well, let's hit one more, I think.
Sure.
We had time for the finale. The finale,
we'll run back,
am I the asshole?
Back one further, am I the asshole? I can't not read this one. Am I the asshole for comparing my girlfriend to my ex? I like this one a lot because just on the title, it seems objectively true that they're instantly the asshole no matter what. I can't imagine a context where this is a question. Do you know what I mean? They have to be the asshole unless they're just like bait on the hook lying. Right? There's no way. So this just happened a few hours ago, and I, male 26, genuinely don't know how to fix it. You don't, brother. My girlfriend, female 22, has been crying crazy for the past few hours as if we just lost our firstborn in a fire or something. I mean, I have never seen her this sad before. So what happened is that my girlfriend has this thing where she brings up my ex sometimes. Not all the time, but enough that it's annoying. Usually it's small petty stuff like, do you think she was prettier than me or do I have a better physique than her? And I always dodge it because it's obviously a trap. First of all, he's playing the game wrong. This goes back to our previous thing, doesn't it? You just lie.
No, I think he's right about that. I this is death stance
No.
on that. That's a trap. We don't fall into those traps. We move
No,
past
no,
those
no.
traps.
That's like pleading the fifth. It proves you're guilty.
No, I
You
don't think
can't
so.
you can't use those rules. If someone says, "Do you think she was prettier than me?" and you're like, "I'm not answering that," that's yes. They hear that as
Yeah,
yes.
well, if you answer
You
yes,
immediately say
it's
no.
yes.
You immediately say no.
I don't know. Well, then they think you're lying because when you say no, they think it's yes. That's the problem.
You kind of can't win, but the right choice is not to not play because not playing is an automatic loss for sure.
I don't think we can do the Hunger Games version of this. I think you just don't play.
Games version.
I think you do just say, "Hey, we're not gonna." Like the first time it happened. So what the problem is, he answered the first time, and it once you answer the first time, subsequent questions will now come up. And
But they
so
were gonna come
what
up
he
either
did,
way.
well,
You ain't dodging that one.
well, no, as long as he consistently shuts it down and is like, "Babe, you're perfect, and I'm with you right now, and there's a reason why I'm with you right now." It's because the perfect bitch I can't be with, but you know, I'm kidding. But, but you know what I mean? Like
Holy
he's
Jesus.
I think he's playing the game right. I think he is playing the game right.
You know
But
how I
anyway.
know he isn't?
Well,
This thread.
Okay.
this existing right now on Am I the Asshole is
Well,
proof
some
that
people
he's
don't
made
have a
misplay.
counsel, you know what I mean? Some people have to have a external counsel. You know what I mean?
So what happened? My girlfriend asked, okay. Today she wouldn't let it go. We were just sitting and she just kept pushing it, asking me psychopathic, detailed questions like, do I have nicer eyebrows or did she? Oh no. I don't know what was up with her, but I've always known she kind of feels some sort of inferiority complex in comparison to her. Like, I'm not going to lie, even though she was completely fucked in the head, she was an extremely good-looking woman, so kind of makes sense. He said bitch was crazy, but she was hot. Can't lie about that. That's insane. At some point, I got irritated and said something like, fine, let's just ask AI. Oh, fuck. Dude. I'd seen this app on TikTok where it compares faces or whatever. I didn't think too much about it. It just felt like an easy way of the argument. You're such a fool. Remember the thing I said about how he's definitely not playing the game right? Remember that? Here we are.
Well, this is not playing the game right. I agree. Firm handshakes, this is not what I said he should do.
She's a 10, but she has eyebrow insecurity. Oh. So I put a picture of her and I put in a picture of my ex. I genuinely thought it would either say something vague, or even if it ranked my ex higher, it would put her close and that would make her feel better. As stupid as this sounds, I know she actually knows she is much better looking, and to put her in the same league as her would be good enough to put her mind at ease. It didn't. It straight up said my ex is a 9.1 out of 10 and my current is a 7.9 out of 10. Along with a detailed breakdown of symmetry and golden ratios and whatnot. I swear the second she saw that, her whole face dropped, like instant regret on my end. She got really quiet at first, then burst out crying crazy. I got scared, to be honest. She's been crying for 4 hours now. I've tried telling her it's meaningless. I've told her that I think she's more attractive. I even said the app is gimmicky, but she's not having it. She just keeps going back to the breakdown and the math and whatnot.
Well, you know what I say to that, though? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If you're a 7, I'm fortunate. You know what I mean?
I feel like an absolute idiot because I was trying to get out of a stupid argument and not somehow made it 100 times worse. We know exactly how, you idiot, you fucking dope. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, how do you even undo something like that? You don't, brother. You showed her mathematically why she's inferior, you idiot. This is so bad. So am I the asshole for handling it this way? Yes!
Hear me out, though. Hear me out. She's the asshole for not being able to take the truth. The cold, hard AI truth. She wanted to know. AI told her the truth. Hey, your face is non-symmetric, insufficient funds. Get a fucking lipo job, something. Get that face symmetrical. Maybe you have a chance. That's what I'm saying. Woof. That's fucking being cut down by a person. That stuff. Being cut down by AI mathematically and formatically like
Oh
that.
my fucking god.
Fuck. Not the picture compare into the 9.1 into the 7.1. That's yikes. Oof. Damn.
Oh,
It's could be a good thing. At least she knows where she stands now. You know what I mean? Like she knows she's like a California 8 or whatever. Or California 3, right?
I tried to reply and the thread is locked. That's funny.
Oh, is it locked?
That's what it says.
It probably broke some rule or whatever.
Ugh.
Removed by moderator. What was that, like a copy pasta? Why was it locked?
Oh god.
Automon. Just
It's so bad, man. Sensitive Nature 2 minutes ago left a post. Oof. Okay, 30-year-old woman here. I'm gonna give some uncommon advice. Go up to your girlfriend with fire in your eyes and passionately tell her all the ways you prefer her. You don't need to put down your ex, but raise your girlfriend up now. Like, I get both sides. The thing is, women need reassurance daily, especially young women. We want to know that our partner prefers us. My boyfriend dated someone who had an OnlyFans before me, and it did make me a tad insecure. But he swooped in and laid out all the reasons he and she weren't compatible and told me how much he adores various parts of me. She just wants to feel special and chosen. Emphatically. I would not let this rest or sit too long. She needs reassurance ASAP, and probably more compliments on a regular basis. But you gotta remove your ex from the equation, and don't ever compare them. Your ex isn't even in the running, and there's no comparison in your eyes, blah blah blah. Dude, that would have worked a month ago. Ain't no way it's gonna work now. We're way too deep in the rabbit hole, and AI has fucked this poor girl's perspective.
I wonder
Oh,
what. I wonder why it got like it doesn't tell you why it got blocked or banned. It's been removed by
just
moderators.
removed by the
but-
monitors, yeah.
Damn it. So I wonder if it was like a copy pasta or something.
You are 100% the asshole. Your girlfriend just wants you to tell her she looks pretty and you want to make her believe it. If you genuinely do dodge the questions every time she asks, that is the reason she keeps asking. Yeah, yes. She just wants reassurance that you think she's at least as pretty as your ex, and you decided the best way to prove it was with a TikTok? Asshole move, you messed up good and proper. Yeah, man.
I don't know though, because I feel
Fuck.
like if the question that she keeps asking is if she's so insecure that she keeps asking, like even if I told her, well, yeah, you're the most beautiful one in the world,
Yeah.
that is not going to fix her insecurity. She's always going to be insecure. So
yeah,
then it's going
so
to
you
be
just
like,
keep saying.
oh yeah, fuck that. No, just find someone else who's not insecure.
That's
That's
crazy.
insufferable.
If that's insufferable, you're in real trouble. Because that's the lowest possible hurdle. That's the tiniest, the
Well, no, because it
itty-bittiest,
gets
not
worse.
even
No,
hurdle.
it starts that way, but then it gets worse and worse. It doesn't just stay there.
I don't
The
know,
crash
bro.
out
That's
doesn't just
crazy.
start as a crash out and then it gets fixed. Like we even have seen this in real time. Like it starts little and then it just becomes insane.
Well, that person was on meth. That's maybe a little different.
Well, it's kind
That's
of the
maybe
same.
not
Like
quite.
it always.
They're
Well, no.
chemically
Once a
assisted.
crack is there, the crack will spread.
That person was juicing. They were using performance-enhancing drugs in the crash out game.
Not for real. I don't think it starts off as like innocent or whatever, but those questions start becoming longer and more pinpointed. And these people are trying
that's
to
what
like.
happened here.
Well, I'm again using AI to tell your girlfriend if she's hot or not is insane. Like we're from handshakes on that. I'm not even.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's insane.
That's crazy, bro. I just thought I'd tell her it didn't matter and whatever. Fucking worst. Just the worst. Ay.
Yeah, I kind of agree with discount, whatever the fuck. You took the bait. Yeah, this is the outcome. However, based on the information, you're the asshole. Yeah, asshole for sure. But it was deleted, so I wonder if it was even real or if it was stolen from somebody else. Probably just stolen content, if I can
The
imagine.
problem is that like this guy, this discount Mithril here, he is addressing this as though this is like a rational situation with a rational person who will understand logically why, like, oh, the phase up, da, 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 da. That's the wrong arena. You're trying to bring a soccer ball to a football game. Wrong football, dude. Like, if
Yeah,
that
but if they're
person was
not,
able to accept this rationality, they wouldn't be asking, "Are my eyebrows better?" in the first place. Like that would never have. We wouldn't be here.
yeah, but to the
It,
same token, if they're not being rational, even telling them what they want to hear is still not going to be enough because they're still not in
I
a
acknowledge that.
rational state of
No, I
fucking
agree. You
being.
just keep doing it.
She's like, are my eyebrows symmetrical enough, babe? Do you love me? Would you love me if I didn't have eyebrows, babe? Like, fucking, would you love me if I was a fucking three-legged lizard without a tail? Like, what are we doing? Would you love me if I was a dozen eggs but one broke inside the carton? Like,
You just say
what are
yes. You just say yes. That's it. You just say, yeah, babe, of course.
just be like,
That's the
I
whole
would
thing.
eat you. How about that?
Some
That
girls
would
would
be my
prefer
answer.
that. Like it literally is like a 4-word, yeah, babe, of course. This is literally the oldest possible relationship back and forth. Babe, do these jeans make me look fat? No, my love, you're gorgeous. That's it.
Or, yeah, your
That's
ass
it.
is fat and I love your fat ass. Hey, bam, there you go.
And then you get shot and you're on an episode of 60 Minutes. That's-
Well, no, not if you got with her because of her fat ass. You know what I mean? Not if in the DM she was like, "You like my fat ass, daddy?" And you're like, "Yes, I do." She's like, "Do these jeans make my ass look big?" And you're like, "Yes, it does, and it's fucking sexy." You know what I
I
mean?
don't think that's how that goes, but I hear you.
Hey, some
I don't
people
think
like
we're
fat
dealing with
asses, bro.
Megan Thee Stallion. That's crazy. A little
Hey,
diff out here.
Nikki was out there too. She had an ass.
Yeah, but we don't like Nikki anymore.
Why?
Because she went like hard MAGA, and also she was like anti-COVID vaccine and said it like made her
People make
cousin's
mistakes.
balls shrivel or something. Do you remember that? Where she was like,
Yeah.
"Don't get the COVID vaccine; it made my cousin's balls too big or whatever."
Yeah.
Like she'd be
Look,
saying
she
shit.
had to. She was an immigrant. She had to be on the winning side there. You know. She had
What
to,
now? And her husband like did a bunch of stuff to kids, I think, too, which she's like knowing about and fine with. Like she's
Oh,
just
that's weird.
tough. Yeah, it's bad out here.
Guess they do it different over there in Trinidad.
Well, they do a mad diff in Trinidad for sure. Yeah, she's living a whole other life. You know what I mean? Like tough, which is really rough for me because I was like, I was a Barbie for real. I mean, like I was like, yo, Queen Nikki can do no wrong, and she was like, let's test that. I was like, I guess she can do some wrong. Fuck. Uh-oh. Whoops. I guess she can in fact do some wrong. Oh no.
Well, at least we have Hillary Duff coming back. You know what I mean?
Brother, I know that's right. And she's an unproblematic queen. Like, did she drop out of school at 3rd grade? Yes. Does that matter? No. I'm a Lizzie McGuire head forever.
Yeah, she's just on Hot Ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched it. It was tight. And and she was on
The last meal, right?
Yes.
Mythical Kitchen.
Yeah, Last Meals, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was excited when I was like, oh no, she's doing a fucking Hot Ones challenge. She's gonna get roasted. I haven't watched it yet. No spoilers.
No spoilers. I will say it was tight though. Yeah, the Last Meals one. When I saw that
Yeah.
she had chicken and dumplings in there, I was like, all right, you're a real one. I fuck with you.
The last meals one is kind of tight to see what they would eat.
Sick. Yeah. Yeah, she's fucking cool. Hillary Duff is sick. If she said it, I would Pokemon go to the polls. You know what I mean?
Not Pokemon go to the polls.
Hell yeah, dude.
But
If
it's
it
the
came
wrong
from a
polls.
different Hillary, I'd be into it.
Not Pokemon Go. I remember that. the secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, that was goofy.
Like, grandma's at it again.
Yeah. Yeah, it did have grandma energy, didn't it?
Pokemon, go to the polls.
At least she was trying, though. She did her best. I mean, granted, I think she's I don't know, like the Clintons or whatever. But I'm not gonna. That's the whole thing. But
you know what we need to do is Pokemon Go to the podcast.
Yeah,
on Spotify and wherever you listen to podcasts, baby.
True.
You need to Pokemon and Go listen to that fucking podcast right now because we got a bunch of episodes that are in that backlog, baby.
We sure do. We sure do. And if you subscribe and also follow and like and add to playlist, eventually we can get sponsorships to MeUndies and stuff. And then maybe we can go on Seth Meyers and talk about banana peels or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Did you see that? Did you see the fucking Joey and Frankie from the fucking they just were on there?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh my god, they were just on Seth Meyers, and he was like, "So what's it like to have a cool podcast?" And they're like, "We don't know."
That's funny.
They were just two dudes who didn't know why they were there, and we're like, "We're not this famous. We post TikTok clips. Why are we on late night?"
So true. So
like,
true. So
it was
valid.
insane. I was like, "Yeah, why are you here?" And also, why are you like wearing a hoodie? You're what the fuck?
If you sub to both of us, you will get Christmas cards this year. We're doing the Bit Podcast Christmas cards coming to a mailbox near you.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, everyone, give us your address. Also, include your personal effects in the boxes.
Driver's license number, social security number, last 3 digits of the biggest balance cards you have.
True.
With the least amount of debt on them. And also a screen print of your birth certificate.
And a picture of your first dog.
Yes. And or cat. Lizard,
but it has to be
maybe.
the original, not a reprint. You can keep the print of it, but I want the original one.
Yeah, we want the original one. Has to be Polaroid. Those pictures that you shake and they fucking make the picture or whatever.
Yeah. You have to send us evidence of your darkest secret as proof that you're loyal.
We need your first and last baby tooth as well.
That's right.
That your parents kept.
We want a lock of your mother's maiden hair. Her hair before marriage. It has to be the pre-married hair or it doesn't count.
Damn.
You've heard of a maiden name? Get ready for maiden hair. Just snip it right off the back of her head. She won't notice.
Yeah, and we need that one poster of Pamela Anderson from your dad's wall from when he was a kid.
Sure. Heather Locklear probably more likely, but
true,
honest to God, coin flip.
Yeah, any of them. And then
also,
a 1992 quarter of any kind.
That's cool.
Specific,
I also want one of those like the twin wheat pennies, like the crossed wheat pennies. Those are cool. Yeah. Put one of those in there too.
And we need a full 52 state quarter binder of all the special quarters that were minted from 2000 to like 2010 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the Pokemon marbles of Raichu. I want Raichu Pokemon marbles. Remember that when they had Pokemon marbles with the launchers and the little cases? And the case kind of looked like a Pokeball, but not. But I want the Raichu one.
We need 5 Beyblades. We need 3 Tech dudes. We need a bunch of Mighty Beans. And I need 1 Scanners green.
Right. Yeah.
And get a red one for Bo.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. And also, dragonflies. Remember the dragonflies with the ripcord, and you pull them, and their arms go out, and they like spin.
Yeah.
And then there's the girl one that was the fairies, but I don't remember the name of those. They were like fairy flyers, flying fairies or something.
I also need the whole Cell Saga on VHS
Sky
that
Dancers.
makes the panoramic picture.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Also, I need the tape from The Ring.
Ooh. I want
The
and
American
we
one.
need the original Scream mask with the smell of the dude who plays Shaggy's scent in the mask.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And one
Uh-huh.
Four Locos original and a Slim Jim.
Oh, Slim Jims are pretty good, but I want the ones that like if you can get like on eBay the old Slim Jims from the era when Dead Space 3 came out and they had like a code for weapon booster packs inside the Slim Jim wrapper. That'd be tight. Like a vintage Slim Jim. Can you still eat a Slim Jim that's old? Probably. It's dry.
And I need a pack of AA batteries for my Xbox controller. That'd be tight. Appreciate it.
The rechargeable ones.
Yeah.
Actually, send him the little black thing that's like it looks like it's like not a battery, but it like a battery. It's like it is like the official Xbox rechargeable battery pack thing. Also, the cable that connects a Game Boy Advance to a GameCube.
And the GameCube. Oh man, what was it? The GameCube network adapter that goes in the bottom.
Yeah, and the Game Boy player too.
And an original copy of Phantasy Star Online so we can play together.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. So get all that, send that to our P.O. box. We'll do an unboxing.
We'll have that put up pretty soon here.
Yeah. We'll put that on our Patreon. And if you guys haven't already, maybe go check out the Patreon. Sponsored by Lemonheads, the best candy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, all right. Sure.
It's just not. It's on the read. I gotta say it. You know what I mean?
No, it's I hear you.
Yeah.
And you know, when life gives you lemons, be a lemonhead.
Yeah. Lemonheads. Get them where you can.